Let's go, everybody, on the birthday day. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No eat, no pay, baby. No eat, no pay. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all. Yeah. Marcus, I love you with all my heart, man. God bless you, brother. God bless you, my man. Shout out to shout. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lover Show, baby. Hey, it's your favorite guy doing the crypto every single day. Shout out to each and every one of you. Let's get the lime into the water. I got a little lime today. Limes are tough. Not like lemons. You're going to have to bite a lime. I'm going to get lime juice all over myself. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Woo! Shout out to you. Let's go. Bitcoin getting a bit of a pump here. Getting excited. Happy birthday. Today's my birthday. 40 years old. God bless each and every one of you for being here. I mean, amazing day. If I went over all the things that happened today was insane. Charles Hoskinson's did a live. Look, IOHK. And I was sitting at the ballpark with my daughter, and I saw the live pop in. I jumped on in with him. You should play this recording. It was amazing. Oh, you can play it. I thought you can, like, double-click it. There's the live space there. Play it.
Space is that. And, you know, if you're an entrepreneur and you're building a new business.
The coolest thing was he definitely threw me in there, and I got to speak to Charles on my birthday. I was like, yo, it's my 40th birthday, man. You're the man. It was a blessing. You know, I've met him one other time in my life, but to speak to Charles on my birthday, blessings on blessings. Trying to find the exact area where we were talking. I try to stay on onto the, there it is right there. What a blessing.
Whoever does this will make this pool of capital. They're coming to me and telling me what they want, and if I do it, I know I'm good because the user is not good for these things. I'd love for kind of walk in
and, you know, fund, like you said, crowdfund a team or any type of idea you have.
So what they tend to do, if you do that
anyway,
in the developing world, if
you listen to this, you'll hear me and Charles having a discussion. Asked him a few great questions. He got going, and it was an amazing discussion. And
people,
it was just a blessing, just a pure blessing.
If they do it, I know you have to fucking be a grinder.
All right, next we have Victor, Sam, and then Ben.
As an NFT, and add these fees of 1694. It's kind of created for 21st century. Okay, so you have China doing increase the amount of blockchain businesses in Dubai by a factor of 500.
Like, we are the transparent ones. Like, you're the fraction over.
And that people kind of walk into that.
Yeah, thanks, Charles. And I just shared at the top, I just have a couple more comments. They win the tournament and lock in a
example of the MPO, where this is an example of where a discussion can be had to actually take it to the next level. So people say, I really care about telecommunications. So to answer your question specifically, my understanding is.
Thanks, Charles.
All right, next up we have Sam, Ben, Porky, and then Omega.
This
Sam, how are you? Happy Sunday.
I couldn't believe this.
You know, Charles, you're amazing. Everyone here. It's my 40th birthday, 99th day of the year. Charles, I met you in New York City, a cold, rainy night on a Tuesday night. You're amazing. We had an amicable laugh over John McAfee, and you jumped on my channel, Crypto Lifer, CryptoLifer.com. I've been live streaming for 2 years straight without a day off because I love cryptocurrency. Charles, one thing I want to talk about is just, number one, I've been in since 2 cents and 8 cents. I love you. When you brought up Mozambique, that's why I'm investing in you, because I know that maybe they may have more DeFi going on at the beginning in the last stages. We had PancakeSwap. We had a lot of big movement. But you're building one of the tallest buildings in the world. And a foundation for the tallest building in the world doesn't happen as fast as the other the protocols have come up. You left an indelible mark on my life. I've been following you ever since. I know you're going to make the pivots at the right time. What you're talking about here with ChatGPT, implementing the movement, and even getting into medical is amazing. I am from Boston right now. I had to bring up the Bruins. If we don't win the Stanley Cup this year, we're about to win
the Avalanche
more games
earlier
in history than any team. If we can win one game in the next 3 games, I love your Avalanche, but it's got to be the Bruins. Last thing I want to say, and my main question is with Jed. We have all these, polarizing political people, and they're going after stable coins. It's going to be over collateralized. How do we force them to realize that we are the transparent ones? How do we push this narrative? And do we use lobbyists? Are you making connections? Do we have to start a new party called the Blockchain Party, which I'm thinking about all the time? And just, have you ever thought about that? And I don't like to get into politics, but I see you always bring it up. And I just want to say, God bless you. Thank you for everything you've done. And my main question is about Jed and how we can really push the idea that, we are the transparent ones. you're the fractional reserve. And thank you so much for your time. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Sam. I really appreciate that. And that means the world to me, man. I guess we had our notebook style encounter in New York, a few years back. But it's always cool. I used to travel so much, and I just met so many people. And every place I go, there's just so many warm hearts and so much encouragement. And now I don't travel quite as much, especially after COVID. But I'm starting to get back onto the circuit again. But I miss it. I absolutely miss going to events. I miss talking to people. It was real stressful to be on the road 250 days.
And I won't play this the whole thing, but I want you to jump in on that and listen to that. He really breaks down a lot of things. You can feel the passion in his voice. You can feel why people love Cardano. I've been a Cardano holder for a long, long time, since 2 cents. Still loving it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get into the charts. Let's talk about Bitcoin. But on my birthday, man, I never got picked to speak in any of these big spaces. And my birthday, I got to speak to Charles Hoskinson. Unbelievable. What a birthday. I got more birthday wishes than I ever have in my whole life. Shout out to everybody here. May God bless you all. I found a Shiba Inu dog at the park. So funny. And you guys are blowing it up. You guys are blowing us up. I really, really appreciate it. This is a custom suit my wife bought me for my birthday. You can go to Sam Wazine at wazine.com in New York City. Get your measurements anywhere locally. Ship them over to him. He can get it done. He makes the best clothes. His father was a tailor. This is my man Sam. I'm a Sam. He's a Sam. From one Sam to another, this guy gets it done. One of the hardest working people you ever meet in your life. He will make you look like $1 million. I'm telling you right now, that's actually the next suit I'm going to get. I like that color right there. And he doesn't play, man. This guy is unbelievable. Shout out to my man Sam Wazine doing his thing. Here he is right there. This guy will make you look absolutely beltless, too. He'll make your pants beltless, absolutely smooth. You will be amazed. Wazine Taylor NYC. We'll follow him here on Instagram. Check him out. Wazine Taylor NYC. And just see what he has to offer. The guy is unbelievable. Look, I couldn't look any better. In this 3-piece. So I'm just saying, shout out to my wife for the greatest birthday present on earth. May God bless you, BB. You're the greatest woman on earth. Thank you so much for everything you've ever done. Sam, blessings on many moons to come. Shout out to Crypto Bolico for the 199. God bless you, brother. God bless you for jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here. And look, 3,000 views on the suit video. Unbelievable. I was out in my backyard the other day. 6,000 views. 6,000 views. You people are amazing. And the silver video continuing to rip. 38,000 impressions. 18,000 views. We have broken Twitter, baby. We have broken the Twitter code. We're going all the way to the moon, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So, amazing birthday. Milestones on Twitter. Milestones with Charles Hoskinson on the birthday, on the 40th birthday. You can't ask for a better birthday. Everything is going to plan, except for Kaz not coming down to the 618 Fibonacci level. But you know what? It still hasn't hit the white moving average. And I'm telling you right now, look at the 3-day. The 3-day suggests there is some more pain coming. The daily did get flipped, though, and does want to pump to the upside. The daily looks like it may just continue to move. That may have just been the small pullback, and Kaz may continue. I may have to limp back in higher than I sold, which is a bit sad. I sold at about 2.8 from 13, and I may have to change that up. Sad but true, baby. Sad but true. It is what it is, man. I let it. Should have just held up, and it was a long-term hold. I didn't stick to that plan. I should have just stick to your plan. You know what I mean? But I was up so high, I figured I could scoop back in. Maybe I was getting a little greedy with my Kaz. I was getting a little greasy with the Kaz. You know what I mean? Shout out to anyone. Had you been in this trade with me, still ripping to the upside, the Bitcoin trade, we're going to break it down. I'm still long. I never went short, and I've been saying it over and over and over and over again. So gotta stay long so far, and I'm going to show you why I've been long, and we're going to break it down for you as well. So let me get some trap beats on here. Okay, let's get into BTC and show you what's happening on this beautiful birthday. Let me move this banner up. We don't need it that high. I'll make it super small. Also, we got a QR code. See the QR code? That can lead you to the Discord. It's right there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Hit that QR code. Hit it with your phone. It'll bring you right to the Discord, and you can join the trading group immediately with a QR code. Pretty snazzy, pretty swift. That's the word on the street, right? Get on in today. So let's talk about the pumpers and the lumpers going on today. We had labs I put it out on 3/24, looking at it nicely, somewhere in the zone. Yeah, March 24th, we called the bottom, shoulder, head, shoulder, bit of a double bottom there, holding the zone, tight moving averages, and labs will go up 111% gains. Bang, 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 bang. Gains on gains on gains. And I said the other day, that's 6 to the 37 days, and then that's 16 days to make 111%. And if you go 111 divided by 16, right? You're talking about making 6.9% a day every single day for the last, people don't realize it. Yeah, you may have to wait for the pump, but when you do the math, that's 6.9% a day. Most hedge funds will give you maybe 6% a year. That's 6% a day. I'm just showing you. Labs, baby, labs. Labs banging, a really good project too. Research it. Find out more for yourself. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. My name is Samuel James Price. I've just been trading for 15 years. Banging on them to the upside every single day here on this channel, and I'm going to teach you how to do it too as well. Just follow the step-by-step teachings in which I give you every single day. Also, I teach this class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30, and the last Saturday of every month. I'd highly advise you jump on into class today to get that education. It's $99 if you're not in the trading group, $60 if you are. We knock out 40% if you already meet me halfway and jump on into the trading group. Trading group is the Discord right there. If you want to jump into the QR code, take the class first. If you want to just see who I am, deep dive my status, find out what's going on, then you can move on further up into the zone. Let's talk about Acquire. I put out Acquire last night. Let's show you what happened on the 15. So last night I saw this cup and handle here. This was just a trade. It pumped up. Nice gains, right? It was just a quick scalp literally on the 15-minute for about a 20% gain. Then it went sideways, 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 and then I put it in this flag, suggesting that it could continue. This thing just ripped 63% to the upside. 63% to the upside in the last few hours. Acquire absolutely banging on them to the upside. ACQ, right? What did I like about ACQ? Well, I like when the 21-day moving average touches price action. It's always a really good sign. And when I saw that, I said, that could get us to the next level there. I also saw the falling wedge. How did I get the measured move? I took the length of this pole here, suggested that from there to there, we could continue to the upside. Look at that. It's exactly where we went, and we're still mooning right now. 65% gains for ACQ. And this is on my birthday gains, baby. Birthday gains, ACQ for more. You can see I put it out today at 5:09 p.m., just like that. 5:09 p.m., just like that, right? And look, now it's 8:20, 3.5 hours later, this thing is up 64% for massive gains on my birthday. Hitting gains on a Sunday while most people aren't paying attention, and Easter Sunday, to be honest. Let's break down BTC. You were with me this morning. We went over Bitcoin on the update. Let's show you what I'm seeing now for BTC. So look, I talked about this being a falling wedge, did I not? I said falling wedges could break to the upside. The 1 hour time frame was also low when we started the day and we did the live stream. Look at this. There's a falling wedge. Once it breaks out, breaks back in, I do not care. I act like this never happened. I teach my students this all the time. Just erase this. Act like they never faked it out. That was them just getting shorts liquidated to the upside. They came back down and then they liquidated the shorts again. Massive candle to the upside. 7-minute flag banged on them. And then look, 7-minute flag. That's just a 7-minute flag. We play the 7-minute all the time. There's your measured move. It's exactly what you did. How did you get the measured move? It's a length from the wick to the wick. You swing it back up in the right trajectory. Man, baby, man. And look, does this continue to the upside here? Another flag. Do you have some almost slight bearish divergence, but there's still another possible move here for Bitcoin. Shoulder, head, maybe a right shoulder there. Still in a bit of a flag. 7 minutes suggests it could continue to pump. High risk after all the big movements tonight. We're going to talk about where we stand, what's happening. I kept talking about where the daily candle had to close. I said we got to get a daily candle to close above 28,100. We did that. We closed at about 28,321. This daily candle wants to continue to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Amazing moves for Bitcoin. Thank you for everyone that wished me a happy birthday today. You are all blessed people. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Such a good class. Make your money back if you pay attention. Work on yourself. So key. Shout out to Cesar Cordero. Bancor pumping. We went over Bancor BNT recently. Stellar Lumens. Can you look at VRA and MX? Send in a super chat for TA and deep dives. Or happy birthday wishes. Hey, whatever you do comes back to you. Like Meet Kevin. We know he's a multimillionaire. I threw him a $50 super chat this morning and said sending you some love. You know what I mean? when you send someone of high net worth even the smallest amount of money, they appreciate it hugely. Hugely. I'm not saying I want any. I'm just saying, I guess I am in a way, but I don't mean to. I'm just talking about what happened today. But it's just a blessing on you. It's a blessing on you every time you give. That's really what I mean to say. Forget me, but it's a blessing on you every time you give. However you give, to whoever you give, because it means that you believe you live in abundance and more is coming to you. Every time you give away, you're telling everything around you that more is on the way. Because why would you give it away if you didn't think more was on the way? You're convincing yourself that more is coming. I used to give away money to bums when I had no money, when I was broke. I remember giving a bum a $100 bill once when I was literally broke. And I asked myself, what am I doing? And a little voice whispered, it'll come back to you. You'll be a multimillionaire one day and you'll never worry about these days when you had nothing. And I believed it. And I walked away and I said, you know what? It's just $100. You know what I mean? And I'm not bragging. It was a long, long time ago and I shouldn't even say anything about it. But I was out of my mind, actually, when I think about it, because, I had no money. It was insane. What was I thinking? I only did it 1 or 2 times. I'm not saying I did it every day. One day I think I went from the bank. I had a few $100 bills on me, and I just was like, I'm just going to let this one go. After I did it, too, I was freaking out. I was like, dude, you have no money. What are you doing? And this voice told me God would take care of me. As long as I took care of others, there was no worries at all. So, look, this flag could continue to the upside. There's a lot of people that were so down, and the liquidity was a little lower. Also, less people on the radar watching Bitcoin, so the whales can play around. This says Bitcoin could pump continuously up to 28,722 and start to make a bigger move here. We have heavy resistance, which we'll talk about and we'll break down its course. But what a short squeeze that was for Bitcoin in the last few hours. Bitcoin getting the massive move to the upside. I did point out this falling wedge. My measured move just took us here to 28,183. We just needed a daily candle to close back above the zone. We got it. We did it. It all worked out. When we take a look at BTC here, you can see that the move went all the way up, and we see there's more liquidity at 28.8. This corroborates my story for the 7-minute wanting to continue another short squeeze. It's about that time. It's about that time. Are we about to get another short squeeze for Bitcoin? It's looking like it may happen. AGIX and FET about to dump. Be careful. Ooh, you sound like you're in fear, man. Don't be in fear. Take a deep breath. Everything will be fine. Let's take a look at AGIX and FET just in case. That's a good way to get me to look at some. Tell me it's about to dump when I own $10,000 of it. Or 8,000. So what I'm looking here is the one day about to pump. To be honest, moving averages are getting really close together. The daily's oversold. I pulled the mini Fibonacci here. We're at the 618 fib. This looks like a high likely move to the upside. I love the fear. 1 hour doesn't look, 4 hour doesn't look amazing, but look, it got a nice pump to the upside. AGIX bottomed back to the 40-cent region. I like what I'm seeing. There's a chance that we come back down to the zone, but these are the 2 areas I would like to accumulate more AGIX. If it breaks up here and retests this area here, that's going to be something. Or if it comes back down to this zone, that would be another look-see for me to take a little bit of a nibble there on AGIX somewhere at about, let's see, right about here at about 37 cents. So I'm watching AGIX like a hawk. I like what it's doing. The trend line's okay. And again, it is a bit of a double top. It's in a very funky pattern. I'll give it to you. Kind of a diamond, I guess. Could dump to the downside if it comes down to 24 cents. My goodness, it'll be a blessing. I think there's too many eyes on it, too many people watching it, a lot of front-running money here. Will it get to 25 cents? Only if some whale VCs want to pressure it down and get more. So you never know. I would be watching it closely for a possible pump to the upside. 1 hour time frame and the 4 hour didn't get enough of a move, but they are at a resistance point. I would like it if the 1 hour could have pumped up a little more. And you're correct. It could just take a pullback here. I would flag this out on the 1 hour time frame. If it can stay in this flag and touch the 21-day moving average, or at least come to a falling wedge. Pattern trading 101 up and down, but look at that massive short squeeze on AGX. It just got blasted from 36 all the way up to about 40 cents. It's up almost about 10% faster than fast. Yeah, 3 and 6 tenths of a cent would have been 40 cents. It's up more than 10% in just the last 7-8 hours. Pretty nice. Let's take a look at FET USDT. Do you still think it's going to dump? Also, I've been looking at AGX on the 3-day chart. Do you know what the 3-day chart says? The 3-day chart says we're ready for a liftoff to the upside. We're about to make massive moves on the 3-day chart. Extremely oversold. Falling volume with falling price suggests the sellers are losing volume. We get back above this point of control. We're going to the volume area high at 94. I wouldn't be surprised if 3 to 5 weeks from now, at the very most, AGIX is somewhere above 80 to 90 cents. Again, that's just me saying what I'm looking at on the technical analysis. There's no guarantees of that. It could dump all the way to the downside. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't do anything you see anyone do on YouTube or anything. You got to do your own due diligence. All right? This does corroborate a story. We go to 28.8. There's just more liquidity up here. There's not much down here. It looks like we're hungry for 28,800. And we're going to get back to BTC here on the 7-minute time frame, which suggests we're going to get a bit of a pump. So let's watch the 7 of the 15, both attempting to get a big move. 15 definitely wants to make a bit of a move here to the upside. 1 hour's already coming back down after the massive pump. But let's watch the smaller time frames. 4 hour got a lift off right there to the upside. Look at the 4 hour just getting boom to the upside. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get ready for BTC. So here we are at Bitcoin and the weekly candle. The weekly candle. The weekly. And here, the only channel that does it like this. You've never heard it like this. Most people will wow out if they've never been here before. Get ready. Close your eyes. Get ready, baby. Here we come. Celebrate the first super chat from Grant Farmer. God bless you, Grant. Thank you. Happy B-Day. Quick update on SYLO. Just bought 20 million coins. I bought some SYLO back in the day. Don't have too much faith in it anymore, but we'll look at it. We'll see what happens with SYLO. You never know. The weekly candle close. Let's break it down. Very indecisive. Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. There we go. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Let's break it down. Don't worry, you can always turn your headphones down. You don't have to cry. Let's take a look here. Open at 28,187. The high was 28,786. We got rejected by the 28,800 area. Nice move though. 27,731 was the low, and we closed at 28,331 above the level, up 147 on the week. We went sideways all week. We only went up $147, 0.5% for Bitcoin, but massive wicks to the upside. Tells me there's a lot of buy pressure for the weekly. Everyone says, but the weekly's so high, Sam. It's overbought. It's going to dump. The MACD says we're done. And I'd be like, yeah, totally. But look, we're not even above the dotted line in the RSI. There's no bearish divergence really strongly on the weekly time frame at all. And I'll show you the last time we had a massive pump for Bitcoin. We were kind of like right here. We had came up, come back down, and then we blasted to the upside. You could still see a big move for Bitcoin up to the next level here. Just because you're this high doesn't mean you can't get another big move. I would caution it. You never know. All right, we're going to go over the bearish and the bullish scenarios right now, but there's the deal, right? Our next real big resistance is $31,600, $700 too. Not a lot of weekly. Yeah, you know, we're in the middle right now. You can see, and we got through this gap of the VRVP. We're back to this hump here at 29,000. Suggest that we come to this next hump at 39K. That's just what the VRVP says. That would be your next big area to take a look and chunk, because look, there's nothing else. It just slopes all the way down. Once you get above this, it's like a slope. You'll continue to the next high volume area. This is suggesting we were going to come back to this high volume area, and we're going to come back not too soon from now. That's just what the VRVP says. I'm just telling you the language of the charts. That's it. I'm telling you what the charts are telling us. Nothing more, nothing less. We'll look at Bitcoin here, and we're still holding this diagonal trend line as long as we stay above it. We remain bullish. I keep saying this. In the 3-day chart, all right, is well wants to pump up to this 200 SMA. I would not be surprised if the charts went all the way to the 200 SMA. We got rejected there. We found our way. It's just highly likely we touch this yellow line. I'll say it every day until it happens. It's highly likely we touch this double line, okay? Just something to keep your, something to think about, just in case, all right? Something to think about just in case. 3S candle close. Haha, happy birthday, brother. Thank you for being here. Okay, does the $99 a month include any signals or just a course about analysis? Oh my gosh, the 99, what does the 99 include? My goodness. If you jump into, I don't call it, there's no such thing as a signals group. I would never give you signals. That's ridiculous. Signals are for, I'll be honest, signals are for, we're not into that. All right? What I do is I put every single chart that I see has a high potential of moving. You could call it a signal if you want, but I would never call that a signal. I won't give you signals. I would never tell you what to buy or sell. This morning, I looked at Acquire like this. Had you done your analysis on it from learning, basically I teach you everything you need to know. You would have been able to make 57% off this to the upside. Also, let's talk about KOL. I put out Collect not too long ago. Let's take a look at this thing. This thing blasted today to the upside. Look, I put it out on 4-5. It seems the whole alt market is in a cup and handle, right? I'm putting out updates for Bitcoin 3 times a day. We're accurate for Bitcoin. About 80% of the time, you're going to nail it if you just look at if you go with the way I trade, you are going to be very accurate when it comes to Bitcoin. You're going to nail it, in my humble opinion. Just keep coming back and watching the channel. Many, many people will attest to that idea. So here's the deal. Here's the Discord. What do you get in the Discord? Number one, you get free stuff immediately. Watch first, all right? Watch what you get in the Discord right here. Join the free Discord and then find out what you get. We tell you right here, welcome to the 99 Trading Group. We give you every single thing that you would get in the 99. So do your own research, find this out, you know what I mean? You watch that video. If you don't believe it's worth the value that we give you, that there's just no other value out there, I believe. I've looked at them all. I've seen them all. There's no better value than what I do. I work 7 days a week. I don't take a day off. You got me started. You asked about the Discord. I give live alerts. Every time I'm putting out an alert on a coin or I think I want to wait on something, I put out an alert on it, okay? Just to let you know so you could watch it too, right? Before it happens, kind of get ready, all right? Then there's Token Metrics. I have a Token Metrics account. I share all the things that I find on Token Metrics with you. That's $90 a month. So it'll be $180 for my group in this. You get it included. You get the gains on gains. Every single gain that we made. Look at Collect went up 328% on a wick. It was out of control. It did come back down, but still. April 5th to April 9th, banging on them to the upside. Labs banging on them 111%. This is just in the last few days. DEGO banging on them in 33%. I put it out here on April 4th. It was right there. It never hit the stop loss. Bang for 39%. Cat Cambria, I put out this inside of the falling wedge, inside of the Fibonacci level. 35% gains. Even on the live, you would have seen that. Okay. Opacity. This is the elite traders. Now, look, I have a lifers, charts, and video updates. Every single thing that I'm seeing. Every single thing that I'm doing, every single time that I, find a coin, look at a coin, I even give you updates, things, every single thing that's going on in my life. I'll let you know about it, all right? Then on top of it, the elites scan the markets, and they just keep looking for the same things, and they've been trained by me. They've taken the course, they've sat with one-on-ones, and they've done the due diligence over and over again. They stick with the discipline. We all trade the exact same way. You don't get 10 charts from one elite and a chart from another. We all trade the exact same way. For everyone to be in my elite, they have to put the charts out in the way I taught them. That's just my prerequisite because I don't want beginners seeing 100 things. The elites are just doing amazing. So these are the gains we've made in the last just couple of days. April 8th, 23%. Storage up 31%. Cup and handle, you can see we trade the same way together. ACH Alchemy Pay up 42%. Credit we gave out. This thing went up 162%. Never hit the stop loss. That was on March 29th. 9 days later. 10 days later, you're up 162. That's 16% a day. Had holding on to that trade I put out, blasted for 47%. We can take a look at that too if there's more. Heinz and 4 was in the cup and handle. Took like a long time, about 2 weeks, but it finally blasted for 61%. Another Alchemy Pay there. This thing just absolutely ripping to the upside. I mean, my group is ripping. Injected Protocol, I put it here, shoulder, head, and his shoulder. It blasted for 56%. Never hit the stop loss. Credit, again, that was the first 96% before it continued to move. I could go on all day. I gave a bullish call for Bitcoin in the flag there. Pumps to the upside on the divergence. We called the divergence the next morning. This thing was flying to the upside. We called the exact bottom many times with divergence. I got in on the 1 minute divergence recently. I gave you DSLA on the 29th. 3 days later, up 82%. Have you seen enough, my friend? Have you seen enough? Have you seen enough? I hold a bunch of different strange coins, but So let's take a look at our baby BTC. And it should be pumping a little bit here to the upside based on my assumptions. Not my assumptions, based on my technical analysis. It should be moving to the upside on the 7 minute time frame. Let's go back into the brass tacks here. What is this weird music? Let's take a look here at the 7 minute time frame and break it down for you. So I put out the 7 minute. I want to see this flag pump to the upside. So far, it has broken out. Bit of a shoulder head and a kind of a right shoulder there. 7 minute getting a little spent. Are we going to double top and get above the zone? I'd like to see if we can get back above this resistance and head all the way to 28,700. Can you check out Bitcoin Cash? Pump it, Sam. eToro only for stocks, baby. I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah, you guys use eToro? Do you believe in SHIB and Doge? No, I do not. But I buy them just to speculate. I will sell them on the masses. I do not believe in them. I mean, I think they're going to go up because other people think they're going to go up, but I'm not going to hold that long term. No, by no means. I don't hold any Doge. I hold a bunch of SHIB. So I have about 72 million SHIB or something crazy. Said it on Twitter, but you look good in your birthday suit, Sammy. Thank you, wife and Hubster, man. God bless you, brother. I see what you did there. Birthday suit. I see what you did there. Can you check out Bitcoin Cash? I mean, it's kind of lame, dude. Bitcoin Cash used to move with Bitcoin. People forgot about it. They don't really care anymore. Tends to pump with Bitcoin. But look, that's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Bitcoin's way higher on the daily than this. It's in a symmetrical triangle. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. It's interesting. Symmetrical triangles tend to dump more than they pump. But a Bitcoin can get a bit of a move. This should move. Bitcoin Cash on my radar. Tight moving averages. The tight moving averages in the high volume node suggested it will pump to the upside about 40%. There's like a 60% chance you can get the move out of this. And you got the inverted head and shoulder. It's interesting to me. Could get a bit of a pump. Look at your 4-hour time frames. Getting a little overbought though. You know what I mean? That's where I would put an alert like somewhere here. See what happens when it passes this area. If it can pump out of the zone, that's something you want to see. If it can pump out of this and make a bounce, that's something we're going to be looking at. Appreciate transparency. I hold 40 billion SHIB, 60,000 Doge. Plan on selling in 2.5 years. Hey, man, just sell whenever it's high, baby. Sell whenever it gets real high. Just dump that thing. Actually, don't. Yeah, I would dump it. You do whatever makes you happy. So thirsty. May God bless you and yours. Elon Musk can control Doge price with a simple tweet. It's just not a coin to believe in. Amen. It could become a payment network for Twitter, though, and it actually might become substantial over time. See, I'm so open-minded that I know anything is possible. You can't think some things are possible and some things aren't. Like, you can't be open-minded and not think SHIB could go to the moon. It could. You have to be open-minded. So if you're 100% open-minded, then anything can happen. And if anything can happen, you never know. But that's why I hold SHIB and not Doge. I believe the multiplier will be better. You know what I mean? I don't hold any Volt Inu. I might have bought something back in the day and it might be sitting on a wallet. I don't really know though, and I can't remember. And if I did, it's such a small amount that I really wouldn't notice. For Volt Inu is what you're asking about there for Volt. Shout out to all the beautiful people on the live. 476 people on a Easter Sunday. Are there more poor... Liver, do you still think cake is a good coin to hold? I still hold cake and I still stake it, but that's completely up to you. But I still hold it and I still stake it personally. Yes, I believe it'll go back to somewhere 25, 30, maybe even past that all-time high at one point. NKN getting a blast to the upside. We used to love trading this little coin. Banging. Ranker, another coin that we look at. Trying to get some love there. AMP, Dodo. Let's talk about DEGO. DEGO and Dagos. Look at DEGO pumping to the upside. It made a beautiful gain of 38%. We talked about this cup and handle for DEGO. This thing made a move for 34% too. Give this man some likes. Get the likes up to the watchers, you beautiful folks. It's not your average day. It's a beautiful day. Jump on it today. Someone asked about KEYBTC. Let's take a look at KEYBTC. So if you're a lifer, you've pulled your fib, you see that you're at the 706 Fibonacci level, the institutional secret that only we use. No other channel uses the 706. Go to any channel in the world, no one will use the 706 Fibonacci level. I believe I'm the only YouTuber to use it. It's the special sauce of the lifers. You'll learn when you jump into my trading group what it's all about, and I will show you some magic in the hat if you want. Jump on in today. Very unique. We're very unique TA here. Our TA is extremely, we use all the basics, but we see things differently. We see things differently. Shout out to the 512 beautiful souls. 240 likes on the live stream. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Falling wedges do break up 68% of the time. The 4 hours oversold. It's a good sign. Your 22's got indecision, but it's oversold. And your daily does want to pump to the upside with moving averages getting pretty close. Tells me you could get a pretty big move out of KEYBTC sometime soon. It looks somewhat scrumptious. Falling volume with falling price also suggests we will have a nice move back to the upside. Shout out to Derek for reals, man. That's so funny. Derek for reals. I love that. Derek for reals, man. Derek in for real, man. Happy birthday, Sam. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for the $50 super chat. See, my $50 that I gave to Kevin came right back. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for the love. Yo, money's coming to you right now because you just sent money out. Money is coming to you some way, somehow. Thank you so much for the love, brother. So nice of you to do that. That is how you give, man. And giving, it feels good to give, baby. It feels good to give. So KEYBTC, moving to the upside. And you know what I'm going to do is that 50, we're going to use that to help someone jump into the trading group today. I'm going to pick somebody who's not in the trading group. Anyone here who wants to be in the trading group who is not in the trading group. Anybody not in the trading group who would like to be in the trading group. We'll do a bit of a trivia tonight, and we'll throw you in the trading group. We'll find somebody that wins the trivia. We'll put you in for a month for free. You can get to know what it's like to be a lifer. You can hang out. Brendan K says me. Ponkis says me. Pick me. St. Michael says me. I would love to be, says Mount MDT. Interesting. Okay. Here's the deal. I have two objects here. I have a button and I have a tiger eyes gemstone. Okay, I'm going to put them down. I'm going to put one in my hand. All right? Either the button or the tiger's gemstone. All right? I'm switching them back and forth. I'm going to put one in my hand. I'm then going to pick a number between 1 and 64. Whoever guesses the number, which I'm going to write down right now and put in my pocket as well. I got the number here. I got the number in my hand. I got the object in my hand. It's either a button or it's the tiger eyes. You have to guess what object it is and what number is in the hand. It's not just the number. Calm down. See all you spazoids writing the number down? Take a deep breath. You're not listening. Slow down. Okay, here we go. And I got the number and the object in my hand. Let's see. Tiger eyes 48, button 37. Tiger eyes 42, button 32. Tiger eyes 33. 57, 33, 35. Tiger eyes 13. Tiger eyes 33. 40 tiger eyes. 9 button. Tiger eyes 21, button 28. Tiger, button. Tiger. Oh man, this is tough for me. 21. This is tough. Button 38. 40. Tiger 30, 53. Nobody's got it yet. Tiger eyes, button. Damn, this thing is flying. I'm just going to have to see whenever I see it by randomness. People are going to be like, but it was me first. But it's going to be so hard for me to find out who did it first. Like, it's just almost impossible. Button 50. Button 9. Tiger 37. Tiger 24. Button 22. Button 44. Tiger 39. Still not seeing it. Tiger 24. Tiger 40. Tiger 28. Tiger eyes 28. Mathematics. Tiger eyes was the object. The number was 28. Tiger eyes 28, my man. And there he is right there with mathematics. And if you did write it before and I didn't see it, the universe let me see this one. So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it just whatever one I saw. I apologize, but it was flying in so fast. So, but Tiger, oh, he said 23. Oh, wait. I just mistook his 3 for an 8. I may have mistaken. And now someone slid it in there. Now I don't know if someone's messing with us now. Hold on. I made a mistake here. He was a 23 and my eyes didn't serve me right. Wait, no, maybe he was right. Hold on. And it just kept moving. I don't know if I'm right or wrong at this point. This is tough. Yeah, he said 23, right? That 3 looked like an 8 to me. We might have to do it again. What do we do here? Do we do it again, everybody? Go back up and scroll. I scroll up and I did say 28. I promise. Theta and Hex. Tiger 19. Tiger 19. You were on the Tiger too. Tiger 22. Tiger 21. Tiger 23. I mean, you wrote 100 answers though, right? Should be kind of Tiger. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Tiger 28. All right, you got him. I'll give it to you, man. I'll give it to you. Tiger 28. All right. And you know what? Mathematics will put you into 2 people. It's my birthday, man. You might as well. It feels good to give. Jump on into the trading group today, both of you. The only thing I ask, a lot of times when I give someone the free month, they come in and they get a little weird. They don't get the vibe at first. Please respect the group. Just because you're getting a free ride for the month, you better treat it as if it's worth $1,000, all right? Every once in a while, I get someone I give in there for free, and every once in a while, it gets a little, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. So please respect the group 100%. Email cryptolifers@gmail with your exact name here. It has to match this Gmail account. Theta and Hex and Mathematics, both of you are going to put you in just because I feel bad, and I don't want anyone, you know. Shout out to everybody that participated. Thank you for the love. 277 likes. The chat rate went flying to the upside. You people are absolutely amazing. Jasmine overbought on the Daily Stokes, but MACD still rising. Beware. Positivity in the group, baby. Millions of Volt being burned every week, and now there's a Visa Volt card with 50,000 spending limit in a single transaction. When was the last time you looked into Volt? It's been a long time, man, since I really deep dive Voltino, but I did like it. It was always a coin that it spoke to me. It did speak to me. So we got Voltino V2. It's on the Ethereum blockchain, the Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. I mean, it has multiple addresses. You gotta love that. You gotta love that, right? You can get it on Bittrex, which is going to be gone soon for Americans. Huobi, Gate.io, PancakeSwap, and Uniswap. We can head on over to Dex Screener and take a look at this puppy. Let's look at Dex Screener. Dex Screener is going to be your place to look at a coin, decentralized, you know. So look at our Dex Screener here and zoom in. Volt Inu, baby. And I'm going to look at the BNC because I would be buying it on PancakeSwap. I would not waste my money on Uniswap. What a waste of time and money. Seriously, the other day I did 2 transactions. You know, yesterday I was showing you how to buy a coin, and I showed you on Binance Smart Chain, it cost you 40 cents. It cost $6 on Ethereum. Why would you buy the coin for a $6 fee? Ethereum is still overpriced. Every time I go to use the chain, I can't believe it. I don't like Ethereum for that reason. I keep 15 ETH and I won't buy anymore. I'm not buying something that doesn't produce a good taste in my mouth every time I use it. No, I went to the same transaction. Like, see how this coin, look, I'll show it to you right now. I'll prove it to you. I will prove it to you that it's garbage sometimes. I don't know if it fed some people, but watch. Go here. I'll go to PancakeSwap. You go buy this coin on PancakeSwap, right? You'll pay 40 cents probably. You know, we'll switch to the Binance Smart Chain. I believe PancakeSwap runs E2 now, which is interesting. But we're on the Binance Smart Chain now. All right. There's Volt Eno, import from CoinGecko. I get it. I got it from some random place. Select the network, Ethereum. Switch to the network. What's going on there? Hold on. It's not doing a good job doing the swap on its own. So look, you go to BNB, you grab the coin, you paste in the contract address, you get the Volt, you buy it here. You'll pay 40 cents in fees. You see what I'm saying? Your max BNB. Say I have 33 bucks in there. Say I was gonna buy like 0.03, right? Right here. All right. And I'm going to buy $9 of the coin, and I go to swap, right? And it says, okay, slippage tolerance, half a percentage, and you go to confirm the swap, right? Got to increase the slippage tolerance probably, which is fine. Go here to your settings, increase the slippage to 1%. It's a smaller coin. Might even have to increase it further, right? Anyway, the point of the story is Voltino is a tiny coin. Point of the story is this would cost you 30 cents. You go over to the Ethereum mainnet, you do the exact same thing. You copy this contract address, you're going to be paying like $5 in fees. I don't know about you, but I'd rather save $4.50 when I buy a coin on an exchange. So this makes Binance Smart Chain, in my humble opinion, superior for what it needs to be done. I get it, Ethereum is the most coded blockchain in the world and everyone's using it, but why would you pay, is everyone with me here? Does everyone agree with me? Why would you pay more for the same exact transaction? Right? Thank you for the Easter live stream. Anytime, Elizabeth. God bless you. Juan Lucas Azari, my man. Tom Khaled, thank you. Jared D, David Ryan, Yup, true. I'm just telling you. So, to me, Ethereum is kind of a waste of time. And that's why when they make a coin, like Polygon, probably even cheaper than Binance Smart Chain. So where would you go? You would grab this contract address. And if you know this stuff, you go to QUICKSWAP. You got to know the swaps off the top of your head like I do, though. You got to know the swaps off the top of your head. QUICKSWAP exchange. And make sure you bookmap it once you know it. Switch to your Polygon address here. I don't think I've installed Polygon yet. Let me show you how to install Polygon if you didn't know. You're going to go to, what's my baby that I always went to? Oh, how can I forget this? Don't draw a blank now, Sammy. You need this. Changelist.org, right? Changelist.org. How could I forget this? Changelist.org. How could I forget the name of it? I'm drawing a blank, dude. Chainlist.org, right? Yeah. There you go. And look, we're gonna go right here and we're gonna install the Matic, Polygon Matic, add it to MetaMask like this. So simple. Approve it. Switch network. Right? You're good to go now. Bang. I got Matic. I might even have Matic sitting there, even though I didn't have it installed. You'd be surprised because I had Matic on this wall before. Yeah, there it is. I have 40 Matic sitting in there. So look, you enter the app on QUICKSWAP, right? Now you select the token. You paste in the Volt Inu. I'm telling you, it's going to be even cheaper on Matic. It's going to be even cheaper here on Matic. Right? You buy $20 worth of this, maybe 20 Matics, right? Volt Inu. I won't let it be swapped right now, cross-chain. Another great place is to do anything you need is Rubik. Rubik.com, the Rubik Exchange. When I found Rubik, my life changed. The cross-chain aggregator. You launch the app, you can go from any single place you need. You can go from Ethereum to Polygon to BNB to Avalanche to Arbitrum to Phantom to Fiat. Are you kidding me? Dude, they got it all locked and loaded here. Multiple chains. I can go from BNB to Polygon, Polygon to BNB, Arbitrum to BNB, Avalanche to Polygon, Avalanche to Ethereum, Phantom to Arbitrum. I can go all over the board here. Over 15,000 different currencies on Rubik. This is the place to be. Rubik is the place to be. If you don't have a MetaMask wallet and you're not grinding through DeFi right now, I do not know what to tell you. And this is how you know that the landscape is changing. When I start talking about DeFi again like we used to, things are on the move. Listen to you on Twitter today. Hearing the emotion in your voice was inspirational and showed me that you really care about crypto. Happy birthday, man. Shout out to James Jason in the house, man. God bless you for jumping on in. And look how Twitter is sending people into the live. This is amazing. This is how it should have been all along. God bless you all for being here. It was my birthday. I was with my daughter in a ballpark. When I saw Charles was on, I kept it on speaker, and I was throwing her balls. And she was hitting them, and she was going around the base. We were having a blast. And then I was listening as much as I could. And then I couldn't believe it. They were like, Sam's next. I was like, that's insane. The Tabby wallet swaps inside of it. Amazing. I can leave key in the cluster if you can look into KP3R. Congrats on your first super chat, James Chasen. God bless you. Thank you, lifer friend. So nice of you to say. I agree. It didn't need BO was true decentralized. It was the perfect smart contract blockchain. The power of proof of work, like Bitcoin. You don't have to use a swap. Tom Collide said. Interesting. If you use, he's saying there's another one. 5,000 in Volt will get you 500,000 when we drop 2 zeros. I mean, that would be a very, very risky thing. I usually don't put $5,000 in a tiny coin like that. B-Day, Bitmart, cheapest for Volt. Thank you, GF Burke. I stay away from Bitmart, though. It's a weird, I don't know. But it's like the smart, it's like, I don't know. I've always felt weird of Bitmart, but that's just me. I mean, you get it and you get out, right? It is what it is. But I like it on the MetaMask wallet because you can attach your Trezor wallet to your MetaMask and you can keep it super secure. That makes me super happy about it. I love that about it. They did not choose you first for no reason. Bitmart is scammy. They knew the candidate they selected cares about what happens to crypto, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live, man. Thank you for being here. You know my situation is harsh, but you're so worth it. I learned so much. Love you, Sammy and BB. Thanks for teaching me and us. Anytime, my friend. Anytime, baby. Bitmart is trash, my man said. Yeah, I stay away from Bitmart. I don't know. I don't mean to be rude, Burke. I just stay away from it. But I get it. He's just stating something simple. It was the cheapest place to jump on in. All right. So let's talk about the bigger idea here on the daily time frame as we look at our daily candle close. And it did get above the zone I wanted it to. We got the move here. And even yesterday, I followed this double bottom here. 1, 2 on the 4-hour time frame. Got the pump, went sideways. Let's break down the daily. I'm trading Bitcoin on the daily. I have a big trade open on the daily. I'm in like 100 grand in spot on a spot position, just continuing to add to BTC. I mean, even more at one point, but I've built a spot position that I may take some profit to. I may move into a smaller coin too. Only a couple of the Bitcoins, but yeah, you know, profit taking around 42,000 looks like a good idea based on the next rally move. So our measured move would take us to 38,000, 37.5, and the daily wants to blast. Moving averages are separating. They're pretty close enough though. MACD showing lack of bearish momentum. Here's the deal. You had falling volume with sideways price. Tells you that the sellers are nowhere to be found. The sellers were losing. They don't just come out of nowhere usually and get a massive dump. It just doesn't happen like that. Sideways or falling volume. It really is falling price because price went from here to there. So did the volume. Falling volume with falling price suggests you will get a move to the upside. My lifers know this. They live and die by that idea. They know for a fact there could be a move coming based on the 21-day moving average touching price action. I would not be surprised if we wake up tomorrow and Bitcoin starts to blast massively to the upside. We're somewhere sitting at 31,800 by tomorrow afternoon. I would not be surprised. It looks highly likely we're going to get a bit of a move here for Bitcoin. So again, this diagonal trend line, which I talked about, all these people were short. They kept getting wrecked. Had they listened to the lifer, they'd still be in the trade I'm in, doing my thing. And again, don't listen to me, but had they listened to my education, got the education, and then used the education to do the right thing, they'd be chilling right now, still in a Bitcoin long, probably up a little bit too, at 28,385. So bitty Bitcoin doing what we wanted to do, baby. Hanging in there. 4 hours getting a little high. I'll give that to you. And there's a chance we just go sideways even more. And we get tighter in the zone until we just get so tight that we have to see a massive move. Also, look, ascending triangles, they're 50-50 patterns. Take the base of the triangle, we could break us down to the downside, and that would break us down. It doesn't always go to the upside, this pattern. It's a known 50-50 pattern. The fact that this is up a little bit almost turns it, to me, that's a bull pennant now, though. See how that slopes down? That's a bull pennant on the 4 hour, but it still has some ascending triangle vibes. Also, everyone's wondering, do we pump back down to the 200 SMA, or do we go more sideways, pulling this up, one little dip down, and then dip off? The only thing I'm thinking about there is if we do touch this area of the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame. So I'm still holding my position for 38,000. And I'm not breaking. I'm going to be in it until I'm not, all right? And I'm going to show you the results every single time, baby. I love you all for being here. Whether we win or lose, we will show you what happens. And I'm not 100%. No trader is 100%. I can't expect to win every single trade, but I can expect to get up and fight another day. I can expect to get up and get into another position. The person who wins never gives up. As long as you don't give up, you are going to win. It's that simple. Doesn't matter how much you've lost. Doesn't matter how many times you've gotten kicked in the teeth. If you can get up, you can win the battle. You can. So 22-hour looks good to me. The 12-hour looks good to me. The 12-hour looks like it's going to blast to the upside. It's the most aggressive time frame I've been looking at recently. This should get us above the resistance, and then from there we can begin to build to the upside. The 1 hour time frame had a nice pump today to the upside. We're going to break that down for you and show you how we saw it happening. What a move to the upside by the 1 hour time frame out of the wedge, blasting on up to the top of the channel. And that's what you can expect. Bottom, from the top to the bottom to the top. Till we come back down, there's a chance now that the 1 hour does bring us all the way back on a pullback here to the end of this line. Now, either that or we make a bit of a flag. So I would flag out the 1 hour time frame. If in 4 hours we stay sideways, there's a likelihood we get a move to the upside. So that's just something you want to think about, something you want to be privy to, something you want to, strongly pay attention to, is the fact that this will go sideways and pump all the way up here to 29,244. All right. And the point of control that we stayed above is really awesome. Tells us we can get to the volume area highs and continue to the upside. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down here and we tested this bottom trend line and we were at 28,065 again. No worries. But what I'm going to look at is I'm going to watch this flag. That's what I'm looking for. Shout out to anyone that took that pump today in the trading group. Unbelievable that we got the move to the upside, right? And what was I saying? You could even see, you got to watch this video. I'll pin it here again. Anyone that wants to know what's in the trading group, you got to watch this video. You got to watch it. We will pin that. We'll pin that video so you can watch this. Look, we just pinned this. Check it out. All right. Check it out. So Bancor, XLM, SYLO, Flux, and Volt for my life of friend, baby. Thank you so much for the love, baby. And you know what? Let's post this to the Twitter. I've never posted this to the Twitter. People want to know what they get for $99 in value, right? Watch this video. It gives you everything you need to know. It shows you everything. And I know you will be amazed. Shout out to you all. People want to know, if you want to put a T there, people want to know what they get for $99. Watch this video and it shows. Join today. I never put this on Twitter. I never thought about it. It's like horrible marketing. I'm bad at marketing, but I'm getting better every day. Actually, I'm pretty good at marketing, actually. I don't want to put myself down. I got this far, didn't I? With the microphone on the table. It says something. Most people, have to spend advertising dollars. We've never spent $1 on advertising. Literally, maybe a couple little run-ups on those weekly channels we want people to see. But besides that, nothing else, right? He teaches you how to read the charts on these free lives, baby. Is there a coin associated with ChatGPT? Yeah, there's a ChatGPT coin, yes. Life, I don't know if it's not really associated with the real ChatGPT, though, so just be careful. There's a lot of fakers out there. Even if the coin pumps, it could be just a speculative coin. You have to understand, if you trade a speculative coin, you're trading a speculative coin. So, will 1 hour makes a flag? We have likelihood of pumping further up to the upside to 29,000. That would up the ante on the trade. Things would start to make a bigger move here. When you study history of Bitcoin, the chance we go sideways to the downside for a good 5 or 6 months before we continue the upside, we will test our base around 20K again. Anything could happen, man. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Learn the charts and educate yourself to make substantial, sustainable wealth, man. I'm telling you. I don't know. I bought some of that personally along with FET, AGIX, and Ocean. I love FET and AGIX. I don't own any Ocean, but yes. I'm using ChatGPT to list NFTs. Okay. You're welcome. Happy birthday. Thank you. Alts are lagging. That's what happens when Bitcoin takes the cake, baby, and everyone's kind of on edge. All right. We still found the alts that are hot, though, and we know where the money's flowing in crypto by just studying the charts every single day. And I wouldn't even expect this pump today. More sideways action. Anything is great on a low liquidity, like, Easter Sunday. Like, the fact that we're getting a move here on a low liquidity Easter Sunday, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And remember, join the trading group with the QR code right there in the bottom right-hand corner. You will be amazed. All right? I used lime today. Water is the blessing of life, baby. Water is a blessing of life. Drink water as much as you can. Really nothing else to drink but water, baby. Happy birthday and many more. Pip, been good the last few days, man. PIP. Cass been making moves today, though. Yeah, it was. We talked about it earlier on the show already. Kind of my vein. I'm like, Cass, but no, baby, no. And continuing to rip. Up nicely, too. Up about 20% on the move. Hoping it can right shoulder, head, and right shoulder and continue. I want this 618. Will I get it? Only time will tell. The 3-day says I can. The daily says no. I made you a nice photo in the 99 so we can cheers together, baby. Remember, order blocks are simply, everyone freaks out about these order blocks. Order blocks are simply VRVP. Look, that's an order block right there, the VRVP. That's an order block right there. Very, very simple. If you use the VRVP and your Fibonacci's, you will hit the exact same order block someone else that's hitting order blocks. I just want to let you know. I backtested this for years. You can backtest it the same way. You'll come to the same conclusion. Give it 2 to 3 months, and you'll know exactly what I'm telling you. It's kind of like the quick way is order blocks, but the real way is to look at the VRVP, support or resistance, and the Fibonacci levels, because this is going to give you. You're going to have to know more information to get the same data. So it's like driving an automatic car if you use order blocks, but if you really get to brass tacks and you start figuring out, because look, price action can only go to where the high liquidity zones are. I've showed you this on Bitcoin over and over again, and every coin follows the same motion. You know what I mean? I see people get obsessed with order blocks, and I'm telling you, you can use them. Do whatever. I'm open-minded. Do whatever makes you happy, but it doesn't really matter whether you use order blocks, Fibonacci, support or resistance, and the VRVP. You got to use the VRVP though. Look here, they're building more liquidity to 28.8, maybe a 27 drop, but it's more likely we're about to get a short squeeze. They're layering it. I give you an 80% chance, 90% chance really. We're about to watch a short squeeze in the next few minutes here to the upside. 15-minute about to rip for BTC. 15-minute about to rip for Bitcoin. Don't be surprised if Bitcoin absolutely flies. That rhyme, but I'm serious. 15 minutes showing signs of a move here out of this bigger flag to the upside. Look at that thing. It's getting tighter in the zone. Double bottoming in a way too when we look at it. Kind of a shoulder head and a right shoulder there. Incy bincy. But yeah, I mean, they're building liquidity and suggesting that we're about to go to 28,800 to the upside. Very, very interesting, in my humble opinion. Okay. Yeah, I just added to my trade on the short squeeze. But look, a bit of a double top, though. Double bottom. I mean, an M pattern there could dump us. This liquidity is so built up. I've just seen us build into that liquidity so many times. Okay. What's a glorious and blessed day to have a birthday. Happy birthday, Sam. It was one of the greatest birthdays ever. Beautiful day. Spent the day at the ballpark with my daughter, teaching her, going over, and she was hitting that ball so well. She made me so happy to be a dad. So proud. Her hand-eye coordination was just so spot on. So blessed to have her in my life. My daughter is my best friend. I told her every day. I spent so much time with my daughter, man, because I used to work a night shift, so I would be home during the day with her when she was a kid every single day. And then when my wife went to work, I started just, my wife, I would bring her to school every morning. My wife would leave and I'd bring her to school. We start our day together. I'd take her to museums. I'd take her to, all sorts of fun events. A lot of times I'd take her out of school for the day and take her to the museum, have a daddy day, and take her to the park. When the pandemic happened, my wife was pregnant. She was homesick and nauseous. So she was just lying in bed a lot. And it was me and my daughter at the park. My daughter, and we moved to a new city. My daughter had no friends. She didn't know anybody. It was me and her at the park every day, man. I became her soccer coach. I'm her softball coach. I do everything I can to spend time with my daughter, man, because I want her to remember these days with her dad. I want her to remember these days with her dad. I meet older women in life that I work with, and they would talk about how much they love their father. And I said, man, I want my daughter to talk about me like that when I'm old. I want my daughter to talk about me like that when I'm old, baby. I love my daughter, man. I love you all. I love you all too, man. My love holds no bounds. I have such a big capacity to love. I love each and every one of you in the live stream. Thank you for being here. Today is an emotional day. 40 years old, milestone in my life. Talked to Charles Hoskinson's on Twitter Spaces. It's a big deal to me. Someone will look at me, whatever. It's a big deal to me, man. I consider him a mentor, a guiding light in cryptocurrency. I've been in Cardano for a long time. To be able to speak to someone like that I never get to speak to on my birthday, it could have happened any day, but it happened on my birthday. Could have happened any day, but it happened on my birthday, man. And I'm super excited to go to Consensus April 26th to 28th. It's going to be an amazing time. If you're out there in Austin, Texas, I can't wait to see you. I know you're going to come out there. Some lifers are going to be there. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to have a blast. I love you all. Happy birthday, baby. I turned 40 this year. Also, keep doing what you love, baby. Thank you so much. What a beautiful life it is to be alive here. Oh, and she's blurred out, so it's cool. But I had to send this in. Look she dug in, dude. She listened to her daddy. Watch this. This is so cool. Watch this. This is me and my daughter at the park real quick. And I know everyone, all you want to do is the charts, but you know what? This is what life's about. This is what you go to the charts for, so you can quit your job and spend more time with your family. This is what you're doing.
Wow.
She almost hit it there.
You were a little late.
She wanted it so bad. Look.
Hunker down, baby.
Hunker down, I said.
Use that ground to power the ball away. Dig into that dirt.
Boom! That's my girl! That's my girl, man! That's my girl, bro. She nailed that thing. Oh, man, I love her so much, man. That was the best birthday I ever had in my life, man.
We got that on camera, too.
Oh, man, she's the best, man. She's the best, man. So, yeah, I'm seeing a bit of a move here on the 15-minute. Highly likely we're going to pump to the upside. They built the liquidity. We can see the order book. They're going to squeeze the shorts. They see people in between. They want to squeeze the shorts to 28,800. Likely we're going up to, but and there, where's my measured move here? 28,875. So a lot of times my measured moves will coincide with the liquidity on these smaller time frames. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get the move. As BOOKMAP is flying here, what is BOOKMAP? Link in the description below. If you want to jump into BOOKMAP, link in the description below. And what it is, it's like a heat map, very similar to infrared goggles that shows you where all the order, like where someone would be. So there's more people on the order book. It's going to be darker red. If it's a really dark red, it's telling you there's a big order waiting, trying to get filled here or wanting to get filled. Like, look, 671 Bitcoin trying to sell at 28.6. 531, 461. All these Bitcoins, all the way from 350. If you add it up, it's about 2,000 to 3,000 Bitcoins between the levels, right? And then you'll see them move liquidity too. Like if they like to keep it moving, they'll add another one at 29.4. So I believe we will see a short squeeze in the next 5 to 10 minutes here, based on what we do all the time on BOOKMAP, but you never know. You can get Global Plus. I do get a commission from the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. They do sponsor the channel, so jump on it today and jump into BOOKMAP. Links, all the links below my videos. I do get a commission from they do help out the channel. So if you're going to do TradingView, help out the channel. If you're going to do alt trading, help out the channel. And I have to say this one thing I do want to talk about the most is why I love MEXC. MEXC has 0 fees right now, and that makes it really the best place to be. 0 fees on MEXC is really the best place to be. I'm telling you right now, 0 fees on MEXC. Because like I went on Binance US the other day and they took me for $500. I was so like, I was just running around. I hadn't bought on Binance US really I never really bought a lot there. And so I go and I buy some Binance US. Next thing you know, they're taking me for a ride. They're when Bitcoin was 28,100, they were charging me 28,686. They added $586 to the price. Coinbase does the same thing. They add a premium on and they don't even tell you. So the average person just thinks they're buying, but if you know your charts and you have a chart open on like Binance or somewhere else or KuCoin, you're gonna be like, wait, what are they doing this for? You know what I mean? And they're doing an awesome, give back to the community right now for the crypto lifers. If you deposit $500 net deposit, get 10 USDT and future bonus, all the way up to $300 $30 for 100,000, which is kind of funny, right? And $40 in BTC, which is pretty interesting. $40 in BTC airdrop if you spot trade volume over 30,000. So if you spot trade a lot, you can get an airdrop if your volume gets high. Oh, and you don't have to deposit. So there's your net deposit of 500 USD. You get 10. Then if you spot trade up to $3,000, 10 BTC airdrop. You spot trade up to, and that means in and out. So if you traded $500, got in, sold for a gain, got in, even lost for a gain, sold for a gain, went back and forth, and you eventually created the volume up to these levels, you'll be getting these airdrops and these bonuses all the way up to 9,000 future bonus if you deposit up to 150,000 and you get a trading volume of over $50 million. But still, so if you're a hardcore trader, MEXC is the place to be. Maker fees and 0 taker fees. Spot really had 0 fees for the time being right now. Spot has 0 fees for the time being, and then futures is very little too. It's the least amount of fees of any exchange in the game, MEXC. So I believe it's the place to trade. I love it. And they also have access to coins that nobody has. Smaller coins like Caspa and all the new coins that you have to go to a decentralized exchange. Some people aren't comfortable with MetaMask. They're not there yet. They don't know how to send the money, grab the money. MEXC will kind of alleviate all that pain because you're going to have access to those some of those same similar small coins that most people can't get their hands on, and you're going to be able to get them on the exchange nice and easy without having to learn how to use a swap or do all that. But I highly advise you learn how to do the swap. If you want to know everything I know about DeFi, I teach a class on DeFi that I pre-recorded for $125. You can get access to it. It's a MetaMask course. It teaches you all the swaps, how to swap, takes you step by step on how to make a LP token, shows you how to farm, shows you how to pool, shows you how to do all the things that DeFi has to offer, shows you different sites, PancakeSwap, Uniswap, QuickSwap, SpookySwap. You'll know so much about DeFi for $125. I highly advise. I believe that information is worth thousands of dollars, and we give it for $125. I would email my wife, cryptolifers@gmail, and ask for that class as DeFi starts to rip. You really want to jump on in. And that's pre-recorded. You don't even have to come to the class. Just get it. We'll send it to you. Take the class immediately. Do you have a video in your lessons that show where you have your bookmap set up? I got it based on recommendations. Yes, we do. We got a bookmap set up in the trading group. Jump on in today. We have a directory for everything you need right here. From bookmap setups to trading styles to DeFi, all sorts of information here, right? Bootcamp, support and resistance bootcamp, tutorials and retests, checklist before entering a trade, making of a trade, a deep dive process and mindset, timeframes, the death cross, understanding gap trading, dominance, screen shares, VRVP, fractals, stochastics, masterclass, candlestick patterns. There's so much coming your way. Bookmap webinar, how and why, TradingView shortcuts, set up your TradingView tools, KuCoin spot trading tutorial. There is so much here for you. Jump on in today. Get the education. Jump on in today. I would greatly appreciate it. You get that for $99 on top of the weekly screen share every single week that we go over, which is just mind-blowing. From 6 to 9. I've been doing it from 7 to 10, or from 8 to 10 recently because of Ramadan, right? So Bitcoin's struggling right now a little bit here. Let's take a look. It's flopping and groping over here a little bit. Yeah, I said it. Flopping and groping, baby. You gotta love it, man. I love that. His brother's so funny, man. Him and his brother. I love CryptoFace and his brother, man. Flopping and groping. That's just funny, man. And it's true, man. Everyone's flopping and groping. Just bugging out. Like, calm down and let the trade play out or get in and out. Like, there's no reason to flop or grope. What he mainly means is using emotions, you know? Freaking out. Acting like a Sally cat. You know what I mean? Did you sack Pulse Chain? I did. I sacrificed Pulse Chain. About $1,800 worth. I threw in a trade for $1,200. Hex went up 30% like 2 years ago or something. Sold it for a tiny little gain and then sacrificed it to Pulse Chain. $1,800 right to Pulse Chain. Figure out how to do it. I did it just as soon as I could. I got it done. You know why? Because I didn't do the screen share, the screen capture for Bitcoin. I had Bitcoin, and you would have gotten free Hex if you just didn't. And I just didn't trust it at the time. I thought there was something strange about it, so I didn't do it. And I regretted it then when I started seeing it moon, right? That is an M pattern that's trying to dump on us now to the downside here. And it's a sketchy Sunday, remember that. Next, Cinnabon is on me. Thanks for everything. Shout out to CryptoMedics 1776. And how'd you know? They are about $8 expensive at the place we get them. Okay, now we're getting a short squeeze. So they spoof. They can spoof. But it is just up and down movement on small time frames. And your 1 hour is overbought. You have to remember that. Still in a flag, though. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Oversold in the 15 minutes, suggesting that a move could be coming on the 15. It's a Sunday night, though. I personally do not like to trade on Sunday night. I'm just saying. Because it's heavy volatility. You know, my edge gets hurt on Sunday into Monday. Monday isn't my favorite day to trade either. I missed the sacrifice, but I have tons of Hex staked out for years. Theta and Hex. See, I don't like the whole staking for years thing. I'm not into it personally. Because I'm a mover. I want to be liquid. There might be a beautiful real estate venture I want to get into. There might be someone might be selling a house because they got to get out of a predicament and the price is perfect and I might just be there at the right place at the right time. And then I got a substantial money, tossed, locked up for years to come. I'm not into that. I'm just not. No offense on Hex. I love everyone and I hope God bless you do great. But I'm personally not into it. You know what I mean? Just personally not into it at all. Funny, just reminding me of my Wise. My Wise tokens. Whatever happened to Wise? I staked on Wise like years ago. And I never actually went back to the protocol to find out what the heck was happening with my stake. Whatever happened to my Wise? It's funny. This is the first time I'm going to be checking my Wise for a long time. I haven't looked at it in 2 years. 2 years. And I believe I need to be on the Ethereum mainnet to do this. And I'm on Polygon. All right. Two regular stakes, 0 insurance, 0 collateral. 2 stakes. Whatever happened to my WAS? 824 days ago, I staked this. I can't even remember. It matured on January 25th. Oh my goodness. Says I made $300. Said I made $339. Interesting. This one is on 2031. 2,000 days left. I left this one going forever. Ongoing. It has 824 days to go, right? So I'm doing long-term staking on this WISE idea. This thing is insane. I don't know if you ever got into WISE. Something I did a long time ago. Again, wow. So that matured. So I have WISE here now. Interesting. Sam, been killing it lately with your positivity and good insight. Anyone questioning Sam's knowledge, do yourself a favor and stick around long enough to gain off his insights. Crypto Lever channel is a blessing. Thank you for the love, man. DJ, God bless you, brother. It's so nice of you to say. Thank you for the $20 super chat. $113 in chat revenue. Now that's a birthday. Man. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. Thank you for the love. It's amazing. Charles, man. God bless Charles Hoskinson. I always mess up his name for some reason. Charles Hoskinson. I don't know why I add the S at the end. Hoskinson. I'm still watching this flag. I don't like the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is taking us down, right? Baby, are you down? What a nice pump. You know we're going to give it a little bit back. We hit resistance at 28,440. Not able to get back. Look, resistance, bounce, resistance. It's a clear area that we have issues with right there at that level, all right? I'm going to have to redraw. You know, I get messy in my head, and I got to redraw. So I delete everything on my Binance chart. This is the chart we're going to be looking at. I'm going to make my prediction for the night right now, where I believe Bitcoin will be when we wake up tomorrow morning. And that's kind of where we're going to stop with Bitcoin for the day. And then we're going to look at some of the altcoins, and then we're going to be out of here for the night. This may be your last night to spend with some family. People may be driving. A lot of people are driving home. My daughter has tomorrow off again. She had Friday off. Now she has Monday off. And then she has the week off the next week. I'm telling you, man, these Catholic schools love taking days off way more than the public schools. They get so many days off. It's insane. What's the bearish scenario? I want to show you the bearish scenario because everyone, bullish. I'm bullish. Honestly, I'm bullish on the daily. To me, the bullish is just daily. Like, the daily is bullish. I'm showing you it's this trend line that I'm just loving. And this move to the upside until we lose this diagonal trend line. To me, I just see no reason to close the trade. We lose this, I'll even close it before I get stopped out. So it is what it is. Measured move there is that 37,000, about 333 level. I can't stand when I do that. I come that with my thumb sideways and I hit like some button and it changes it up. Very annoying. But whatever, it's all good. Everything happens for a reason, I guess. Maybe I just needed to calm down a bit, and that's all it did. It gave me a breath, right? 28,282. And what you do is you make a positive situation out of everything in your life. I'm telling you right now, when you're positive about everything, you have control over your life. You do. Because there's nothing that can make you down. It doesn't matter. There's nothing that can stop you from going down. It's all good. No matter what, it's all good, right? We get a bounce, resistance, bounce. The next move could take us to 35,007. I've been showing this, but I'm just going to show it again, nice and clean and easy. We break this level, we're coming down at 25.2. We break that level, we're coming down. Now, we have bearish and bullish scenarios, right? Which I had on the other day. The bearish scenario is this is a rising wedge. Like so, see this? And rising wedges break down where they began, and Bitcoin would come all the way back down to this 200 SMA and somewhere at 21,250, and I would get liquidated if that happened. So that's interesting. I actually have a stop loss, so I wouldn't get liquidated. But if I took away the stop loss, I would get liquidated out of the position. So here's the deal. I mean, do we come further down to this area? It could happen. You have to understand that anything is possible in trading, and you can never say it's all going to be one way. You have to be open-minded. It could be either way every single time. You can never be 100%. It's going to be this or going to be that. That will get you wrecked. I'm telling you right now. I'm not a financial advisor, but the second you tell you, it's just like, this is a great example. I look at trading like being in a war zone, all right, where you could get hit off at any time. If you were a soldier in a war zone, here's your helmet, here's your head, you're sitting there, and you're just like, you know, and this is you, and you're like, I'm definitely going to get hit from the back by a sniper. So all you do is like hide behind something, then someone could throw a knife right at you here. You know what I mean? And again, I don't want to be violent. I'm just saying all the different ways you could step out of mine. But if you were open-minded, you could say, man, they could shoot me this way, that way, this way, that way. Ooh, oh, you know, and you'd be far more, you know, basically ready for anything. So in trading, when you tell yourself you know where price is going, that's like being a soldier in war saying, I know exactly which way I'm going to get taken out. And you just don't know that. You don't know that. And if you do, if you say, okay, it only has to be one way, then they're easily going to get you all the other ways that you're not paying attention. So take that metaphor to the grave with you. I'm telling you right now. And when it comes to trading, always know that you don't know what's going to happen. Repeat after me. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Say it. It's so relieving to say. When you finally start saying it and really believing it, you're like, I don't have to be right. I don't have to be right. You're like, wait, I don't have to be right? Oh my God, no. All you're doing is playing the probabilities. That's it. Nothing else, nothing more. There's nothing else. Look, this is a ascending triangle. It's a 50-50 pattern. I have a 50% chance Bitcoin goes up or down. It's like that. And then I start building my idea. Well, the daily is oversold. The 22 is oversold. Coming up though, right? Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. And we got this diagonal trend line. And that pushes me bullish. You get it? So I'm open-minded either way. But then I kind of go through my checklist. And my checklist says, hey, remain bullish. Now, I do know if this comes down and breaks the zone, I must remain bearish. And I've been saying this over and over again every day, but it's good to go over the same things over and over again until we get to the target. Listening to Trading in the Zone audiobook is changing my life along with the 99 course. Dude, it really will. Trading in the Zone is what you need. Wait, I don't have to be right. No, you don't have to be right. Isn't that amazing? Lifer, can you take a look at BSWAP? It has lower fees than Cake and has some nice APR in the pools. Yeah, BSWAP, and I'm pretty sure BSWAP is BitBoy swap. You know that? That's the BitBoy swap, man. BSWAP. I could be wrong. Maybe that's the BitSwap, but I thought BSWAP. I could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure they had their own swap though, called BSWAP. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got a lot going on there. TVL locked 278 million. Interesting. They got some APYs too there. High risk, high reward, though. You got to be careful. I'd have to deep dive this. I don't know much about it. I never really spent time on it. You can buy crypto here. You can do a bunch of stuff, though. Trade, earn, refer on the most progressive DEX on the BNB chain. BSWAP, baby. BSWAP. All right. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. On our way to 13,000 Twitter followers and more. Really engaging with the crowd. This was funny. This is funny.
You like Dogecoin? You like Doge? You like Dogecoin? You beautiful dog. Hey, you like Doge? You like Dogecoin? You like Doge?
It just made my day, man. He was a really pretty dog, too. What a beautiful dog, man. Shout out to the Avalanche. Hope they can win tonight. Right now, they're up 1-0. You know? And, you know, Charles said he does like to watch hockey. He said he definitely wants to check out the Avalanche, see what's happening. And who knows, we may see the Avalanche later on in the playoffs with the Bruins. So Bitcoin going sideways, nice pump to the upside. Let's take a look at the smaller time frames and break it down now. So you can see the bigger time frames. We have this trend line, and then we come to here. There's really not much to talk about. Those are our two levels of support that we don't want to break. Our 4-hour time frame had a lot of pumpage, but went sideways, and it tells me that we could continue sideways too in the zone. I've been looking at this as its own kind of pattern here. And you could say, hey, we technically tried to break out, but we're at the top of the pattern yet again. This is making somewhat of a symmetrical triangle. I get, you know, just kind of a flag pattern. And that alone has its measure move to the upside. I do see this as a possible M pattern that could break to the downside, kind of like a messy Bart Simpson in a way, and it would take us further down. So I'm not all bullish. I just want to make it really clear. I'm bullish on my trades, and I'm going for the probability, but I don't know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. I don't know where we're going to go in the short term. I believe 4 or 5 years from now, we'll be way higher than we are now, 100, 200, 300 grand. And due to inflation and money printing, a scarce asset will only continue to go up in value. Bitcoin, to me, is the antithesis of the central bank. It is the demise of fake money, fiat money. And right now, I mean, I did a lot of studying this weekend on BRICS and what's happening. China is buying tons of gold. What's going to happen is they're eventually going to flip the script, and I believe gold will go from like 3,000 to 5,000. Right now, gold's far more worth more. Gold and silver are both worth more. They're the most heavily manipulated market. We know there's more paper, gold, and silver on the derivatives market than actual gold and silver. They've lied about it. So they can short the gold and silver market and suppress the price of the physical asset by using these derivatives. This is what they've been doing. This is something we've been seeing happening over and over again. I watched an entire documentary about it, and I'm able to spew it back to you because I have a bit of a, I remember about 90% of what I listen to and read. Here's the deal. So because they're able to do this, they've been manipulating the price of gold and silver. China knows this. Russia knows this. Syria knows this. All the BRICS nations know this. They have been gobbling up as much gold and silver as humanly possible. And what's going to happen is they're eventually, everyone says they have 21 billion on the balance sheet. They may have 34 billion tons or something. I believe China may have, they say US has the most gold, but China may have more gold. They tell all the citizens to get it and buy it. The government buys it in hordes, and they're buying as much gold as they physically can right now at these prices, right? Because they know that gold is undervalued. Once they flip the script to BRICS, gold's going to fly to $5,000 an ounce. I'm telling you right now, it's going to change the way we look at things. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to take the BRICS currency and they're going to peg it to gold. Because right now, everyone's saying, what is the US dollar pegged to? Nothing, right? And so it's not transparent. And so no one can see what's happening. They're going to create transparency by using gold. And then they're going to say, look, we're attached to this gold. And now the only thing is, could they manipulate how much gold they have? And we got to find out how much is in their vaults. And that's another story, right? That could be that's the devil's advocate to the story. But that's what's happening. And they've been planning this for 20 years. I got a BRICS pamphlet handed to me when I was outside the UN when I was 28 years old, something like that, 27, 28 years old. This is 13 years ago. I went home scratching my head and I said, babe, what is this BRICS stuff? I forgot about it. I put it away. I actually think I might still have it somewhere deep in my chest of papers. I may have thrown it out, but I kept it because I was like, what is this? And now it's coming to fruition 15 years later. You have to remember, we're 300 years old as a nation. China, these other nations, they're thousands of years old. They play the long game. They don't care if it takes 50 years to win. You know what I mean? They play the long game. So in my mind, they're going to win no matter what because they are strategically planning this for the last 20 to 30 years. They didn't just come out of nowhere. You're just hearing about BRICS now. I was hearing about BRICS 13 years ago. I still didn't really truly understand it, but I read through it. It started to make somewhat sense to me. I said, oh, they're going to try to make their own currency and circumvent the petrodollar. They're doing it now everywhere. It's the dollar hegemony, right? Hegemony. I already say it funny, but the dollar hegemony, and it's something that is starting to collapse, and everybody's seeing it. You saw me buy my silver bars and gold and just continue to stack up because you got to have a substantial asset at 1.2. I like to balance it. Real estate. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but for me personally, gold, silver, art, real estate, a business, right? Multiple streams of income, multiple ways, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Diversifying a portfolio is the greatest thing to do. I went all in on Bitcoin in 2017. I went all in. I took my entire savings account and put it all into BTC for 2-3 years straight. It paid me well. I got to the next level in life. I now don't need to go all in anymore. I now want to start diversifying more, and I want that I'm addicted to cash flow. I want cash flow properties. That's what I'm looking at. That's all I think about all the time. That cash flow property, baby. That cash flow property. That's not true. I think about Bitcoin all the time, and here's the deal. You get cash flow properties. 5 years from now, you can charge Bitcoin for them, I'm pretty sure, or some other cryptocurrency. You'll be able to take in cryptocurrency, ride them to the next bull run, I personally sell the cryptocurrencies, buy more real estate, right? Wait for the cycle to come down, take the rent money from the cryptocurrencies, take it in, build positions, right? You can switch to stable coin if the market's not good. If it is, keep them in the stable coin. Keep them in the coin that you're getting. Maybe you're getting paid Matic. Maybe you're getting paid some other new labs coin. Then the market rips up again, sell the top or close to the top of the market, right? Reinvest back into real estate. This will be a funnel that could pay you for the rest of your life using Bitcoin cycles to get in and out of the real estate market and charging real Bitcoin cryptocurrency for real estate. This is my idea. I believe it's going to be a great idea and it's going to continue to move, right? You got it, lifer. Bitcoin, art, gold, silver, real estate, baby. It is what it is, man. You got to have a little bit of a diversification for BTC, all right? So let's get back into the smaller time frames. The 4-hour still has legs. Just getting the dotted line says it can go. And lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. Just really not a lot of sellers around here. And also, one thing I'm showing you is we're starting to look shoulder, head, and shoulder in a way. And look, we just broke out of this on the RSI. When the RSI breaks out, I'm telling you right now, a lot of times it tells you there's going to be a bigger move. And that's a breakout on the RSI. It really, really is very, very interesting. One thing I'm going to do is slap on the newer RSI, and I just want to see where that moving average is too as well. If we breached above the moving average, usually, yeah, see, pumping above the moving average. Look at the last time we got above it, got above it, got above it. That could be a nice signal that we're going to make a pretty big move to the upside. So just showing you these little tips, tricks, and, ideas here that can help you circumvent the market, understand what's happening, avoid being short squeezed, right? And get yourself into position to be where you want to be in life. So shout out to everybody here. May you fire your boss. May you become your own boss. May you give people a job that they love. May you be one of the greatest bosses ever. So people are like, you know what? I love building with this person. I love creating my dreams with their dreams. I want to be a part of this for a long time to come. So look, we're back to where we are again. We went to the weekly. We went to the daily. And I zoomed you back into where we are now, right? And now we're going to still stay on this little flag that I got drawn with a measured move to the upside here. And this suggests that that flag can pump us out. We get us back above the zone, and it'll change kind of the narrative a little bit of this symmetrical triangle here that we're looking at too. So watch the flag. The 4-hour still has some gas. The 1-hour could get flipped a little bit. And let's see if this 15-minute can do some damage. We still have the liquidity on BOOKMAP that suggests we do go up to 28,800. However, remember, volatility on a Sunday night into Monday, they usually bring the price up, bring the price down, bring the price up. I don't like to personally trade. If I have a long-term trade, fine, I'll keep it open. But I don't like to open big positions and swing positions Sunday night into Monday. In a bull run when things are rocking, I'm still a little more cautious, but I'll have a lot more swing in it. Right now, we're still, in between. There's still things going on, and people are still kind of weary. One other thing I want to discuss that I didn't discuss right now. As long as Bitcoin stays above the 200 SMA, this yellow line on the 4-hour time frame, we remain bullish. As long as Bitcoin stays above the daily, above the 200 SMA, we remain bullish. We are far above it, and we had the golden cross and other moves here. Very big idea. As long as we stay above the 200 SMA, this yellow line on the daily time frame, we will remain very, very, very bullish. Also, most bear runs ended when we finally got back above there. Look at that pump from 3,000 to 14,000. And some say it was a bear market rally. I don't think so. I believe that was the rally out of the bear market, but then we got the plan B idea, right? The pandemic came down on us, and that's what happened. We got the shoulder head in the shoulder. That was a black swan event, in my humble opinion. Was not supposed to take us down. Maybe we came up and retraced a little bit and then bowled on out. But I believe we never would have went back closer to this double bottom high, this lower low here. Very, very interesting. So, and there's that pump starting to come again here. Let's go back to that 15. Keep you kind of tracked in for BTC. Shout out to my lovers of life. Shout out to everybody here. May God bless each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. That's a flag. The flag pumps up to 28,700. Very, very interesting. How high do you think KEYBTC is going? I don't think, man. I don't know why you're asking me that question. I love you, Harry, but I don't think like that. I don't use what I think, what I feel, what I believe when I'm trading, man. That is like, I'm trying to teach everyone to use a different form of language for their brain so they don't do what everyone else is doing. Everyone else is thinking, all right? Oh, I think it's going to go up. I think it's going to do this. And some people get offended when I do this. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm trying to put you on the path to greatness, okay? And I believe I can do that, but you do have to listen a little bit. We'll look at KEYBTC real quick again for you. And again, I'm showing you measured moves left and right? So you could have taken what I just did on all the other things that I showed you, taken the measured move, and you could have answered this question very much yourself based on what I've demonstrated today on the live. I want you to become an open-minded thinker that can derive information from other information. I don't need people to teach me anything about TA anymore. I'm able to derive the TA. Show me what's going on. Show me your indicator. I can slap it on certain places and learn the indicator myself, okay? Show me the charts and I will show you the news. Critical thinking, man. Critical thinking. You got to become a critical thinker as much as humanly possible. I hope you're still with us and I didn't offend you. I want to make sure that you're still, tough love is the greatest love on earth, though, okay? Shout out to Bufo on the beat, man. God bless you, Bufo. Thank you for being here. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. So this could get us all the way to 9,157 sats. So that would triple, right? You're at 3,000 sats. You go to 9,000 sats. You're looking at 180%. All right. So that would be the measured move. Smart idea would be to take, for me personally, would take profits at that level and at that level and let the rest ride on a trailing stop loss like we do on Old Trady. I have a foolproof way to trade where I sell a lot of the position at a certain area. I get a trailing stop loss. Things start to work for me. It's absolutely amazing. All right. I still call you friend, baby. It means you really care. Shout out to BG. Thank you for being here. And I try to ask, is he still here, just to make sure that we didn't lose him. Harry Williams, are you still kicking it with us, baby? Are you still kicking it with us? God bless you, Harry, if you are. I'll still call you friend. Thanks for coming on Easter. Hope you enjoyed your B-Day. Catch you in the 99 with the lifers. Shout out to PS Future Gaming. My man, he's got to get back into trading. He's got 100 trades open. He's got to get in. Shout out to the 520 people on the live, 391 likes. May you get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. And Acquire, man, this was the coin of the day. Aquify continuing to rip to the upside. What a move with the WIX. 64% gains for ACQ. And it was kind of an ascending cup and handle out of the corner of my eye. It's now overbought on the 1 hour time frame. Good time to flag it out or take some profits for me personally based on my system. Where's the meatballs? How do you know I'm having meatballs tonight? We changed it up. You're funny. That's interesting. I don't know what made you say that, but oh yeah, you saw the meatball thing, and then yeah. There's still a few left, actually. There's still a few left. I'm going to finish them off tonight. There's still a few left. LYXE is an Luxo, man. I love Luxo, and when this thing moves, it moves hard. Luxo, interesting. Let's take a look at Luxo. Been a long time since I looked at Luxo. Let's look at it on the daily. I always think of Smurfington. Every time I see Luxo, I think of my man Smurfington. Shout out to Smurf. Bang him Smurf. You know, that's a rapper, but it's funny. Bang him. He nails it, man. He's been a lifer for 2 years now. There's a lot of lifers that have been lifers for 2.5, 3 years. And I mean, we got OGs in the trading group that really know their stuff, are really willing to help you, show you the way. So not only are there me, there's so many like lifers that have learned from me, and they learn the way of energy, the way to help others, the way to just keep that vibration going. So look, this could pop back out. You're looking for the retest here, or you're looking for the bring back down here. These are both the safest places to get into the trade. I like to do this and then put an alert here. Luxo. And I wouldn't be surprised if the whole market does move. I mean, or the market gets a little bit of a breather. Even Bitcoin just doesn't tank. Luxo could get that move to 27 cents. It's at $27. It's at $11 right now. Shout out to my man Smurf. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Yo, lifer, do you ever jump on Twitter Spaces? You're so funny, man. I was on a Twitter Space today with Charles Hawkinson. We were together, man. It was awesome. It was awesome. Me and Charles right here. I was in a Twitter Space, and he jumped in. I do Twitter Space right there. I was a speaker. He hooked me up, man. Super nice dude. And it was just so cool to be with Charles. He's one of the people that I love. I've invested in Cardano for a long time. I already went over it at the beginning of the stream. But yes, I love jumping into Twitter Spaces. I've done a few now. All right, I've done a few Twitter Spaces now, at least 5. BOOKMAP's hooked me up with one. I've done another one with another group. I did this one today on Easter Sunday. So, and Charles is the man.
Days a year, so maybe I can do it 50 days a year and just be more selective. But in any event, I'll try to connect a different way. There was the Stab It Out bill and the FIA, and there was a ton of conversations, a lot of outreach, and we were starting to make real progress towards converging to something that would pass that would kind of create rules that we could all live with as an industry. So this concept of an auxiliary asset, custodial standards, how banks are supposed to work with people, what we're supposed to do on the DeFi side. Then FTX happened. And FTX was the worst possible event, not because it lost money, but because...
Jump into that. That will blow your mind. I don't want to, make you listen to that all night long, but it was awesome. It was a really good space, in my humble opinion. So, yeah, I love jumping into Twitter Spaces, man, all the time. I mean, it's the new craze. And I'm all about the next new thing. I got into Bitcoin, you know what I mean? I'm not all about, but I'm into new tech. I love tech. I just love new tech. If something is new and it's tech, I'm all about it. One thing I don't like is the live feature on Twitter is very laggy, doesn't look good. We got to fix that. I mean, we got to get better bandwidth on that Twitter live, man. The 2-day chart starting to kind of come down here, but bending, not with a lot of loss. And honestly, that could bend back up and get a move. 2-day chart also showing a very, very bullish engulfing candle here. You can put both these candles inside on the 2-day chart. This 2-day chart closes tomorrow night on Monday night. We really want to see if we can close bullish engulfing on the 2-day chart. That's also going to give us an idea of where we're going, right? So remember, if you're with me, we're watching this flag here on the 15-minute. going sideways, oversold, likely to get a bit of a pump. We're watching the liquidity on BOOKMAP that's hovering above us to 28,800. It's looking like we're likely to even get there. Maybe we come all the way back down and we see volatility. But for now, for the next 2 to 3 hours, it is likely we're going to get a move to the upside to this target at about 28,700, 28,008. BOOKMAP corroborates my story on the 15-minute. We're oversold as well. Another thing I want to show you that's interesting, right, is this swing up to swing up is an uptrend. This is a downtrend, and that is a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. Tells us that we will move further to the upside. If you don't know your divergences, you got to understand them and learn them. That was one of the biggest lagging things that I had going. I knew my MACD, I knew my RSI, I knew all these things, but not knowing my divergences really kept me from making some serious gains in my life and really changing my life. You got to know divergences. They will separate you from the herd. Think about it. How many people in the world know what divergences are? I'd say 0.0000001%. So how do you get in the top 1%? You learn something that 99.9999 of people do not know in the world. Go to a local park and start talking about divergences with price action going this way and the RSI going down there, and they explain what a relative strength index is. Watch how many people do this. Huh? Huh? Can I go get a beer? Can I go get a beer? I'm not into that techie stuff. Today, I was crazy. You know what I mean? You ever be with someone that says, I'm not into emails? That's above my pay grade. Like, you can't check an email? Like, oh, I'm just not into the techie stuff. You could send me an email. I might not even get it. It's like, whoa. Chicks dig it, honestly. You're so funny, man. Chicks are like, word, he's smart. He knows about divergences. Shout out to my man BG. Chicks dig it. You're funny, man. Great stuff. Happy birthday, Sam. Football, USDT. I don't know about football, man. We already know about football. Don't do that to us. Don't do us. Don't bring up football today. You're a football. Remember someone called me a football? Remember that was like that running joke? You're a football. No, you're a football. It was like... Let's look at Bancor, BNT. USDT here on Binance. Yeah, I don't think we have... Do we have Bancor on KuCoin? Let me just take a look because we should, but I don't know. Funny, that stake. I forgot all about my WAZ stake. What if years later that thing is huge and Ethereum's like 20, 30 grand and WAZ will stack it? Look at the 777s right there. And then it was gone. Oh my gosh. You don't think that's weird? Right when I was there, 777s and they were gone. It happens all the time to me. Like when I show up, 777s and then it's gone. Nobody loves you better than me, baby. Let's take a look at Bancor, BNT, USDT here. And we're still watching that flag for Bitcoin. We'll go to the Binance chat. So this thing's been hit all the way to the ground. You can see all the different work I've done on it. I haven't looked at this chart in a long time. I mean, it's likely you pump up to the 200 SMA, right? Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. A lot of these coins are doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing. They're kind of stuck in the zone, all right? Now, this fall that Bitcoin pumped to the upside, it did. Let's look at our daily. Does our daily want to rip? No, I kind of ripped already. So the trade was the symmetrical triangle, right? And it already broke out. It does have a bigger measured move. If Bitcoin continues, it looks like it's going to follow Bitcoin. It's simple as that, right? You don't have a substantial bearish divergence either. I don't know why the MACD is so hidden on, like, I used to have it perfectly, and then, like, keeps loading it in such a weird way. And I even redid my template. Let me see if I could do it again here. It should be the boss HS now, right? Yeah. No, and it still, look, it shrinks the MACD every time. It's so annoying. I don't understand this. Trend-based fibs is pretty cool, too. Trend watch. I love that thing. So annoying. I keep resetting this every time I do it, and it doesn't seem to matter. That one's at least a little better. But look, lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. About to get across. It did get pumped up. All right. Slight bearish divvy there because you moved up, moved down, but it could be negated if we continue to pump. Daily has room, but you got to get back above this resistance to remain bullish. So you're looking for Bancor to get back above here, then go some sideways action. The measured move could take you to 78 cents. Do you get there on this first pump? You could. It depends. Bitcoin rips. The whole market will rip. I'm telling you right now, you'll just see boom. And look, front running the golden cross really was a pretty crazy move here. But after the golden cross, we got a massive move to the upside for Bancor. Again, if it loses the zone, it would have to break back inside this diagonal trend line first, this top one, And then you could say it could be bearish again, but it's likely that it made a night. I mean, that's a breakout. It broke the resistance of that trend. It's got to break this resistance now at 63.40 cents. Let's look at Stellar Lumens, baby. Stellar, baby, Stellar. Interstellar on KuCoin. Now, that's also in a bit of a flag here. All right. $28.2% out of the flag. I've been watching this just like I've been watching XRP. And XRP has been in a flag like this for days now. Likely that we're going to get somewhat of a move. It's almost showing me like that something's going to happen. Now, if we break this, it will go down. But look, you can front run the golden cross here. This is what I always do. It's one of my main staples. You can't wait for the golden cross because it's a latent indicator, but you can front run it because it's a latent indicator. So how do you make a latent indicator a leading indicator? Well, you got to front run it in a way. You get it? And that's kind of, and I've been working on these ideas for a long, long time. What's the difference between an SMA and an exponential moving average? An SMA takes, like a 21 SMA is 21 days divided by 21. The exponential moving average is 21 days, but it puts more weight on the last 5 to 6, 7, 8 days than it does in the first, right? 16 or 15 days, okay? And that's the difference between an SMA and an EMA. An EMA puts more weight on the more recent candle closes, all right? That's why it's exponential. It puts more exponential feels on the later candles throughout the cycle. So if you have a 200 moving average and you get to the last 20 days, the 200 EMA is going to put way more power into those last 10 days. The SMA is just going to take all 10 days and divide all 200 days divided by 200. Everyone make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? That's why an EMA is more of a leading indicator, because it's exponentially, it's trying to basically take math and aggregate the math to an accelerated data set. And then when it does that, that's going to make an aggregated form of data that you can figure out, well, we should go a little quicker. That's why an EMA has a faster, more progressive data set, really, because you're going to be able to pick out a leading set of information that you can't get on an SMA. Is simple, and that's the difference between a simple moving average and an exponential moving average. Okay, Stellar Lumens looks beautiful to me. Front run the golden cross looks beautiful. Something brewing with the ISO 222 coins, and they could even start the bull run. XRP could win the case, and we could start a bull run based on that alone. XRP kind of started the bull run last October. It was the first thing to pump. It actually went on a massive tear, and things just went out of control, right? Okay, Bitcoin getting ready to pop on the lower time frame scalp. That's what I've been saying, and we're watching it right here on the 15-minute. Looks like the 50-minute is about to blast with hidden bullish divergence to the upside. I'm on it too, 28,008, and the BOOKMAP still has the liquidity to the upside. Thank you so much for saying that, though. God bless after hours investing in the house. Let's take a look at our baby SYLO, and we're almost out of here. Last game of the season for the Celtics at home, playing the Hawks tonight. Let's see if they're up right now. Celtics Hawks. I love my Celtics. I just got to check. I work so much, especially during the game. I never get to watch any games, but you know what? What does watching a game do for me at the end of the day? Look, Celtics versus the Hawks. They're trying to give me a Celtic zodiac sign. Twitter really doing a good job with the news all the time, too. Eastern Conference postseason play-in seeds. Number 2, Celtics. How do we not get to the number 1 seed, man? So who are we going to play first, really? Do we know yet? Oh, we're the 2 seed. So we have to wait for them to play, and then so they have to play in to get into the Celtics, and we're going to be waiting for the 7 seed, which we'll probably scrape up. We'll scrape the Heat up easily. You never know. But it's the Heat just doesn't have the talent or the bench that the Celtics have. We're coming. It's going to be we got to take the Bucks out. We got to take the Bucks out. They're the only one I'm really worried about. And then Golden State, like last year. Suns could catch our number, but honestly, man, we have a team that could go all the way compared to everyone else that I'm seeing here in the game. So I'm super excited for the Celtics. I'm super excited for the Bruins, too. All right. Oh, the Celtics game was at 1 p.m. today. So the game was over already. So I didn't even... That's how much I follow the sports, because I'm always got my head in the charts. Did we win the game? Like, this is... Look how hard it is for you to find out if we won the game or not. You know what I mean? Why is it so hard to find out whether you win the game? Like, it's so, like, sometimes I'm like, why is it so hard? Celtics scores. Should just be able to type in Celtics scores. Should just come up easily. Isn't this weird? Why wouldn't it come up immediately? So we beat the Hawks 120-114. There you go. We won that game, baby. 57-23 for the Celtics. How long it took me to find that out? Just type in final score. The W, baby. Heat Nation, baby. Oh, come on, man. No offense, man, but the Heat, you guys don't have a squad this year. You just don't. I love y'all, but come on. Our bench could beat you. Our bench could beat you guys. You know what I mean? Shout out to Justin Burdick in the house, man. God bless you. Let's look at SYLO. You're asking about SYLO. Let's take a look. I had it in this little flag. It broke the zone. Once you break a diagonal trend line, get out. In my humble opinion, that's what I do. It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. And that's why you set these trend lines. So SYLO, it's right there at the 200 SMA. It gets back above it. It could fly, right? But it's showing signs of resistance here. And it's the lowest it's ever been, right? It's like in the dumps. So it was a little lower there. But wow, this thing's just been plowed to the downside. I had some of this long term on KuCoin, but they sold it off when they got into my API. So it was like, whatever's. It really got me because a lot of those coins would have come back. So insane. Yeah, it's all good, bro. Our arena was named after FTX, man. Everything that FTX touched is... You're funny, man. After that, the Heat just collapsed. Imagine being named the FTX arena. Dude, what a Ponzi scheme. What a scam, man. And then he got everyone thinking that crypto was... No, he was the scam. Crypto wasn't the scam. See, anyone can scam anything. You know what I mean? You could take any honorable thing and someone could make it horrible. It's, you know... Just like, you know, some people hunt, some people don't. You know, it's like... There's just so much nonsense. Following what for... I don't like what I'm seeing for SYLO. I really don't. Let's look at the bigger time frames, though. The 3-day, the 2-day. I don't know. You're going on the 3-day and hoping that the 3-day kind of breaks you. Lack of liquidity. I wouldn't be trading this coin, personally. And I don't think it's going to go too far. But you never know. All right? But that's just me, man. And you can't take my... You know, that's my opinion. That's just what I'm saying. There's just so much better out there at the moment to swing trade and look at. Maybe the 4-hour continues to pump here. It is getting a golden cross right there on the 4-hour time frame, and the 4-hour does want to move. But, like, I'm trying to find some type of, like, you know, is it this or is it making some type of flag here? I don't like, and maybe it flies tomorrow and it pumps up huge. It just doesn't fit my trading style. It's too low. It's too low. It'd have to get back above this resistance for me to like it. Even here, like, I wouldn't touch this thing until it made a substantial move back up here, right? And then, and it does have a VRVP. It could gap up to this area. Okay, it's got a gap of the VRVP. But even then, like, I'd want to get this retest of this area. Too sketchy for me. Way too sketchy for me. Not enough volume, not enough liquidity, not enough interest in it. Like, Flux at least has its own little following and people care about it. I've been watching this cup and handle for Flux for a long time now, going sideways. Looks like Flux will just continue in this sideways motion for a while longer. I mean, after the halving, Flux kind of got lackluster, I'll be honest with you. Now, a lot of people love Flux. I was into it too. We got in at 60 cents. We rode it all the way up to over a bean. It's one of our bigger gainers in the bear market. It did good because of that halving it had. But now it's just, you know, shoulder, head, and shoulder there. It's just been stuttering along. Kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there too as well. What I mean here is shoulder, head, not really though. It's like a little much of a stretch. Remember, we always come back to Bitcoin for you and just show you this flag. We'll keep you up to date with Bitcoin. Don't worry. We're always on it for you. We got BOOKMAP. I got BOOKMAP. I got 6 screens, and I got BOOKMAP on another screen. So I'm always taking it in. And if anything happens, I'm going to keep you alert. I'm watching everything. I'm like at the airport looking at all the security cameras. You know what I mean? I'm watching everybody walk around. I'm going to find out if we get a strange move or not out of some situation. All right. So that is a cup and handle. It does suggest it can move. You know, and I guess I've seen this play out many, many times. It has to hold this trend line. I like Flux to move, but it just, I have to be honest, you know, my trading instinct tells me, you know. And back to Volt Inu again, which we had on deck screener here. Funny, you guys made me I forgot about this stake, I'll be honest. I completely forgot about it. Didn't even remember it was out. Like, Check out DIONE, please. Oh, yeah, that thing was flying. What's your take on CFX? I own a big old bag of it, about $3,500 worth, and I like where it's sitting right now. And I got a trade open for it in the trading group, and I keep talking about it. I'm like, it's just going. That's a bullish consolidation, if I've ever seen one. That's a beautiful bullish consolidation, and I'm just playing the charts the way the charts want to be played. That's a bull pennant. Tight moving averages, 200 is the outlier. I really like what I'm seeing here for CFX. The daily's about to blast. I'm in hard. I'm in hard. I want to double the $3,500, right? Sell off, get my $3,500 back, and then keep a $3,500 position, right? So that's kind of my plan. I mean, I have to write it down fully, though. Am I going to stay in CFX long term, or am I going to sell this next big pump? So I'm watching this closely. MACD saying yes. Falling volume, falling price. All right, daily's a little far apart of the moving averages. It could collapse here. No guarantees. Always have a stop loss. We're going to watch this 4 hour, and I like the consolidation that I'm seeing for CFX. So anything could happen. I'm bullish on it until I don't have to be. If it breaks this trend line, fine, it's a wrap. But I'm still bullish on CFX. And I personally disclose I have a position in CFX. I like it. But again, you know, you got to get the education. You got to see if something fits you right. You got to go for it on your own. I was waiting the vid of you cut into the bot. I know it was fire. It was great. It was awesome. Check out DIONE. So we talked about this thing, and look, it mooned for 146%. Unbelievable. Now, the volume's a little weird because you can see the candles are kind of up and down, meaning if I traded this, it would have to be with a smaller purse. You know, I just, when I see the candles aren't fully formed like that, I know it has a lower bit of liquidity, just a smaller idea, you know. It's also been ripping to the upside out of control. The daily's actually resetting, though. This could touch the 21 and continue to pump. It could do a Caspa. I would watch this tonight closely. But again, it's high risk, high reward too. Could also build a Fibonacci and wait for it to get to the 618 to be safe, but you may never get there. That area would coincide with about this level here. If you remember, we put out this idea. Remember someone asked about it. We put out that. Measured move was the length there, and that thing blasted to the upside. So DIONE USDT has been on the radar. We've been watching it. That flag could continue 69% to the upside. DYDX leaving Canada. Yeah, I mean, even the people in Canada should leave Canada. What are they doing to you people? It used to be such a nice, beautiful place. Canada was awesome. You know what I mean? And now, I mean, that man is I don't know, whatever. I keep it to myself. May God take care of the demons. You know what I mean? All you have to do is be nice and live with love. Somehow, some way, their negative energy will consume them. And someone who's consumed with negative energy cannot focus or discipline themselves as good as someone who's full of love. So if you're full of love and you have to protect yourself, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like if there was two big armies and there was a love army and a hate army, the love army would win every time. It just would win every single time. Like especially the hate army would probably be the army that started the war in the first place, right? The love army would just be the people trying to protect themselves. People that live in love don't want to do anything violent. They just want to live in love, right? So I always tell everyone, live in love. Love is the strongest frequency. You can accomplish anything if you live in love. This is on Bittrex, but they're going to be taking Bittrex away for U.S. customers soon. However, other customers, I believe, will still be open to Bittrex. So there you have it. You can get all the way up here to the next resistance point at about, 238. 238. Volt Inu on the radar. And Bitcoin now flat at 23,300. Just going sideways here, but that 15-minute suggests a big move is coming. The swing down with the swing up is hidden. Bullish divergence. So we're going to watch this hidden bullish divergence throughout the night. Label it there, hidden bullish div right there. Boom. I made these labels. They're not there. You have to make those. But it's pretty cool because then you can do this. Look, hidden bullish. You can label this the measured move. And this is actually, if everyone does this for the other students, everything they see helps them learn too. So look, measured move, bang. And it gets you all the way here to 28,700. Very, very interesting. So, yeah, BTC still looks to me like it's in a flag and could pump. However, it is getting resistance. There's no guarantees. And top of the channel, come back to the bottom of the channel on the 1 hour time frame. So no guarantees here. It could easily make a double top here and then flow further down to the downside. So one thing to think about there for Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. All right. 28,300 on the radar, something to look at. All right. So there's my Bitcoin update for the day. Really not much to go over. Let's take a look at the DXY before we jump on out of here. So we're looking for the DXY to hit the top of the channel and come all the way back to the bottom. 50 minutes suggests we're going to have some trouble on that time frame. And you're squiggly wiggly on the 1 hour. Not amazing, kind of indecision. 4 hour time frame's getting overbought at resistance. We'd love for this to kind of hit this area and fall back to the downside. Let's watch for this 4 hour to do that. It's also in a bit of a rising wedge here. We know a rising wedge can break down 68% of the time back to where it began, and the dollar would eventually slip from there and maybe come back down all the way to this level. We're looking at the bigger channel for the dollar, right? Up, down, and it's likely to come all the way back down to here. I call the head and shoulder of the dollar. Remember, if you remember this correctly, this shoulder, this head, that shoulder, it was messy, it was crazy, but we saw it here on the channel, right? With our measured move to the downside, which was the neck to the headline to the neck, and that's basically where we stand right now at the level. So TA is amazing if you can find it. It's not always easy to find, but the more you train your brain, the better off you'll be at finding technical analysis. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. If you want to join the trading group, the QR code is right there. Just hit it with your phone. It's so simple. We make it very, very easy. PayPal, credit card, whatever you want to do. MEXC app. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'm going to continue to give you some amazing, fun information and just have a blast, too. Twitter's a fun place to be. Everyone's making a joke, having a blast, and it's amazing. So, also, one thing, on my 40th birthday and Easter, I would like to thank BitBoy Crypto for being a mentor, a friend, and a huge support of my journey. May God bless you and your family and everyone at the Bit Squad. And it's just super nice for the love. And D Buzzy, happy birthday. Thank you. Danubis, you're like my favorite crypto. I'll hold you to 0 or to the moon. Happy birthday, Crypto Lifer. Thank you, brother. And there's Wise. That's what made me see Wise token, because they said that, and then I realized Wise, man. I was like, man, I got to check Wise. So because they tweeted, I was able to figure that out. Amazing. So shout out to everyone that jumped on into this tweet. May God bless you all. So nice of you. So nice of you. All right. And there's Bethany Armstrong, Ben's wife, saying hi. Bethany, God bless you. Thank you for the love. Happy birthday. You're a sweetheart. That's so nice of you. Very, very nice of you. So shout out to everybody on the live. Appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. And may you all have a blessed day. And I'll see you tomorrow on another live stream. We will not take a day off. We will continue to move every single day. Ben's also busy doing his book. That's why you probably didn't see him. He's busy doing the book, audiobook, doing his thing. Everyone, thank you so much. I love you all. This is a community. We need to stay together to get where we need to go. Everyone that is on YouTube, everyone that does cryptocurrency, we are a family. Can't wait to see the family. We get together. It's actually a lot of fun. We all know each other at this point, and it's a great community. Austin, Texas is going to be a blast. Bitcoin Miami is going to be a blast. 2 big events in the next 2 months. They're going to be awesome. So thank you so much for being here. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. And everybody, accomplish your dreams. Go after what you want. Don't wait for it. Just make it happen. Every day, the universe will conspire in your desires if you just tell it what you want and you stay focused and directive. I love you all. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. God bless.